Hello, 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 everybody. I am your androgynous android late night DJ, Carlston.
And I am your amazing agender avian co-host, Ravi the Owl.
And this is the Neoncast Twitch channel. We back again. We back for part 3 of Detective Instinct. Farewell, my beloved.
Detective Instinct, that's the thing that lets Batman see interactive objects and the rest of the world goes like black and white, right?
I can only hope that in the modern Batman comics, they just actively give that as an ability he has. Like he's
that
like
would
invented
be
some
so
goggles.
funny. I would be so happy if the comics like I want to call it backporting. I don't think it's technically backporting, but that idea of like taking all of the video game mechanics from the Arkham games and all of that stuff and being like, yeah, we can weasel that in. That's fine.
I mean, comics are kind of that. For those who didn't know, chat, actually, I'm a pretty avid comics reader, mostly indie and Marvel rather than DC. But there is actually something to when it's specifically like lines caring about what happens in external media, working it back in, like the IDW Sonic comics. Adhere very, very closely, actually, to the video game source material and side material in a way that's, I guess, slavish. There's a degree to which where the writers are clearly aware that like wikis exist and people actively follow these comics quite closely, and everything they establish as true is something that's reflected in a wiki. Also, they're beholden to Sega as IP holders, but they're very, very careful about being able to wiggle everything that's in external comics into their run. There's an audio drama actually going on at the moment, a film noir themed audio drama about the chaotic solving crimes.
Yes, I've heard about this. It is funny hearing you talk about this. I'm like, now I understand why I've heard some Sonic fans that I'm familiar with discussing with disdain the lore team. I don't know, man. I think it's time to we can make, at the very least, make optional the idea of lore and canon. I don't think we have to make that mandatory and, you know, oh my god. But in issue 57, in that like Metroidvania Tales game for the Game Gear, he was able to pilot a flying craft. Or, you know, whatever.
There are genuinely two types of fans in the world. The people that were mad about Battle Network 4 because the gameplay was bad, and the people that were mad about Battle Network 4 because it changed the layout of AC/DC Town, and now you're not sure which layout is canon.
Okay, but wait, didn't every game change the layout? Like, didn't 1 and 2 also change the layout?
I'm pretty sure 1 through 3 uses the same AC/DC Town, but stuff opens
Does
and
it?
closes.
Okay. Oh, you know what? I think you're probably right. And then there's BN6, where, anyway. Yeah. I do appreciate the fact that you set up there are two kinds of people, and both kinds of people did not like Battle Network 4, which is accurate.
Yeah, you know. But yes, enough dalliances. Hey chat, if you want to ask me about comic opinions, absolutely do. I've been reading a fuck ton. I got back into reading comics recently and I have thoughts. But for now, we return with part 3 of Detective Instinct, Farewell, My Beloved. What happened last time? We can kind of, because I believe, hey, from the bunkers, good evening. I believe last time we did a bit of a jumping back and forth, like alternating in terms of plot points that we remember. So
yes, that's right.
We exited the room that Vera and Monty resided in to go and see our mentor professor figure to ask him about the interior of the ring, and we had a very cinematography heavy conversation with him about his past.
yes, that's right. That was nice. Again, I appreciate how liberal they are with the amount of sprite work that they will throw in to fit certain scenarios. But yeah, let's see. We brokered a deal with the bartender, which I believe we haven't followed up on yet. That essentially he would tell us about Monty, like the truth behind Vera and Monty, if we went and found out what Monty's occupation was.
Yes.
And that's true. I think we did follow up on that, and it turned out Monty is a stage magician, and they are not nearly as wealthy as they appear.
Actually, you jumped the gun a little bit, but in important detail. When we visited him the first time, he's like, "I refuse to help you." Well, these two loud-ass motherfuckers.
Oh, that's right. That's when golf
If you get
happened.
rid of them,
Yes.
I'll talk to them. And yeah, and so we spoke to, I cannot remember their names, but the Blowjob brothers, just yelling about golf.
Da boys.
They made us picture a golf ball in our minds.
They made us picture a whole goddamn green, a whole golf course. But also they brought up, discussed the possibility of our missing woman being a murder victim.
Because they are murder enthusiasts. But not like that, you understand. Not like that.
Yeah, they're not like that, Flop's hand.
But they raised a handful of possibilities. That the missing lady fell off the back of the train, that she was interred in a box in storage. I can't remember what the third one was. I think there was a suggestion that she just locked herself in the bathroom, and we ruled that out. Is he,
yes.
a murder enthusiast? I mean, this is set in like the late 80s / early 90s, so like true crime girlies don't exist yet, but they would be part of that fandom. They would absolutely be into making of a murderer.
God, I do like, is he, a murder enthusiast? Picturing Nagito Komaeda.
Yes. We did
What a
actually
special interest to have.
I mean, there are many, I know distressingly many people with a special interest in Nagito Komaeda. We...
I don't know if that qualifies as a special interest. Okay, lowercase s, lowercase I, yes.
Yeah, there we go. We visited the cargo hold, and that is where we found out some information about Monty, insofar as they had the magician slicing boxes, a faux guillotine, a lion tamer cage, and we're like, who could these possibly belong to?
Also a suit of armor.
And 2 bags of golf clubs, which belong to the Blowjob brothers.
Let's see. So this is, I don't think this is actually jumping ahead. We also met the train, I forget what they're called. All I can think of is train worker, but a guy working on the train who keeps track of, making sure that the no stowaways and all that, and everyone's luggage is accounted for.
And a list
we're able
of names, right?
Yes, we're able to go with him and check, okay, this person, if we give you this name, do they have a ticket? And we found out that, I'm trying to remember who we had spoken to that didn't. So AK, the lady we're looking for, didn't have a ticket. And also this mysterious old man who we bumped into, who our companion said witnessed the woman.
There's also a suggestion they might be related, maybe?
Yes.
Which I think is currently where we're at in terms of seeing if we can find that guy. Because I think the way that it's been set is that he will be there. He'll be available to find at the back of the train in the evening, and likewise the bartender will be back at his desk in the evening. So we're just kind of wrapping up some last little bits and finding ways to kill time until evening rolls around. even so. Yes. Yeah, we storage car. Yep. We did that. Observation car, which we did. And then Vader and Monty, and we visited.
Right, we haven't spoken with Veda and Monty yet.
We
so I
have
think
spoken to Monty. Monty is like, "Why are you here?"
Right, because Veda was out.
Uh-huh.
That's right, and we had a kind of awkward exchange with Monty.
We had a whole bit of like, "What if we speak to him without words?" And Monty's just staring back at us like, "I can understand you if you speak to me in English." What is this?
Just, girl, why are we doing this? Yeah.
I don't know whether we can. Right, because I want to see if we can fast forward time to evening by like just inspecting the bed. But okay, no.
I kind of get the feeling there is a place that we are supposed to go to see something that we have not yet. What if we see Veda's back?
Okay.
Back again. Veda's back. Tell a friend?
No.
Okay.
It's a lounge car. We'll just rotate until we find new info.
Wow.
Empty. There's the observation car.
Storage? Oh yes, that's right.
Because I know that we've talked to these guys a little bit. Maybe we talk to them some more, and there would be.
It's possible. They seem like one-note bit characters. And if we're being told, I don't think we need to. Yeah, then I guess. Oh, can you check the door to the back?
Oh, true.
Other side, I think. No? Wow. Okay. Huh. Okay.
Okay.
Huh.
I guess it's a storage car again, but I'm not quite sure what else to find.
Yeah, this.
I guess some of this we haven't asked about, maybe.
Yeah, it's either this or talking to Monty, and both
I
of
think we
these feel.
exhausted options on talking to Monty last time.
It's only if something new came up.
True.
Like probably asking him about the destitution.
Here's the all the strange stuff belongs to a little guy. Okay. There's more that goes into Whistle City. Oh no, we have done all of this, I guess.
I think so. Yeah, I'm curious if we can go to Monty to talk about magic.
Just checking if I've not done any of these. Dennis and Palmer, yeah. Palmer is not on this train. Fisher is not on this train.
I enjoy that kind of smirk face he had where his chin seems to grow and he's giving like a "that's all right" kind of expression. Wow. Monty, I guess? No. Yeah, what about discuss?
Any more bright ideas?
Hey, at least I tried something. You can't fault me for thinking outside the box. I don't hear you coming up with any better ideas.
Well, she has me there. While we're here, maybe we could have a quick look around?
You don't think Monty will mind?
I mean, what's he gonna do? Tell us to stop? Asshole?
Wow. I guess not. This feels maybe ableist. But still, let's not go too far. I don't want to invade their privacy. If you see anything interesting, maybe you could try asking him about it. Okay, sure.
And now we have more, it's a goofy hat. I can't imagine he'll have anything to say about this, but he doesn't have much to say about anything, does he?
If he pulls a rabbit out of that hat.
A deck of playing cards. Maybe Monty's a professional gambler. No, no, you
Why
idiot.
are we this
Hi,
stupid?
Esterism. Good evening.
Hey, Esterism.
Well, if you can't tell us anything, maybe he'll let it. Well, if you can't tell us anything, maybe he'll at least play a round of Texas Hold'em with us. It's the jewelry case. We know it has some random playing cards in the bottom drawer. Oh, and cruising. How's it going?
Hey,
Curious about them, but I don't want Monty to know we looked inside. This is where Emma and I found the ring yesterday. I wonder if Monty would tell us if anyone else has been in this cabin besides him and Veda. Still looking good. Alright. This guy is impossible to read. There has to be a way to get him to open up to us somehow.
wow,
Maybe-
and now we're assuming he's illiterate? That's fucked up.
We're doing okay. I'm getting my way through the work week cruising, you know, we're moving. Maybe be easier without Veda here. Oh, I don't want to take stuff. I guess that's how you present things to him?
Perhaps. I mean, well, let's go to talk and see.
Okay.
Yeah,
Hey, Monty, by any chance, has anyone been in this cabin besides you and Veda? Come on, you can tell us. Be our little secret.
Oh, come on, Rafter. Don't patronize him.
All right, fine. Ooh.
Oh, Monty Pog! Monty Pog!
Huh? That reaction seemed different. We're getting all the new sprites about him now.
Wow.
All right, let's take the deck of cards. Monty had a weird reaction when I brought up these cards. Maybe I should show them to him and see what he does. I mean, he's gonna do a fucking magic trick. What the fuck can I expect?
I don't...
What's this? Do you want me to give you the deck? Sure. Here you go.
He's shuffling the deck?
Although it's missing 10 cards. His eyes are so big.
Yeah, he's got those. Oh man, he's got those cherubic eyes and the like big. This is such an expression. Oh man.
I mean, this is me playing Magic the Gathering, to be honest. When you counter my spell, I look like this.
I think he wants us to pick a card, Rafter.
Okay, let's see here.
Before you click one, oh damn it, I wanted to look at our evidence to see if we could pick one that was supposed to be in the jewelry box. I'm gonna say 7 of Hearts
Okay.
is the one think is most likely was in the jewelry
can
box.
I pull his nose? That's not a card. Fine. All right, yeah, 7 of Hearts. From the bunkers.
Oh wait, click on the jewelry box. Click on the jewelry box.
That's not
Okay,
a card.
never mind. Okay.
From the bunkers.
Oh
says,
wait, stop. Okay, hit E.
Oh yes. While we're in.
Okay, we got there. Jailbroken.
So we
8
have
of
an
spades,
8 of spades,
5
5 of diamonds, jack of clubs. No, none of those are what's in his hand.
You're sure?
I don't think so.
Okay, well I screenshotted it so we can. I'm sorry. Should I screenshot it so we can? If you'd pull up his hand.
Yep, we'll do. From the bunkers
Okay.
says, by the way, I'm currently working on some Magic decks. So the value vintage format. I have not played vintage. That is some scary shit. For the record, Rafi, vintage is a format where basically like every card that has ever existed, as long as it's not banned, is able to be used. Meaning that the kind of like power level of that format is hyper, ultra,
Super,
impossibly
yeah.
competitive. I guess Value
Good
Vintage
fucking
puts a
lord.
budget on the cards that you can buy, because obviously the really, really broken ones are like bonkers money. Value Vintage is the same from the same card pool, but your deck can't
Ha.
cost more than $30. I see.
Okay, that's fun. Actually, I like that. Okay, yes, you are correct. None of those cards were previously inside the jewelry
But you
box.
wanted to go with 7 of spades, so
Sure. If only the 6 of spades. Also, that's the 7 of hearts.
oh, 7, yes.
But
I picked that one. 7 of hearts.
oh, Rafter, I know what this is. This is one of those card tricks. We picked a card without him knowing what it was, and now he's shuffling it back into the deck. And somehow, miraculously, he'll be able to find your card again. Oh, look at him.
Oh my god!
Thank you, Cruising. Perfect
Very
timing.
nice cruising.
Well, what do you know? Got it. That was it. He found it.
Wow, that's incredible, Monty.
I'm so glad. Every so often I forget that I have the soundboard, and I'm so glad when people actually do use it. It's so sick every time.
Aww.
For the chill little guy.
I'm putting him in a fucking locket, like, you know, that fucking Monty, my beloved, with that face. Oh, God.
Hold on. We can do this. F12, right? There we go. Saved.
Yes, thank you. Oh, Monty. My aching head.
I'm back.
Monty, this migraine is so painful. I'm seeing spots. But if I'm correct, are those 2 irksome children lurking in our cabin again?
The cabin is not that large. It's not like it's an. There's some poor
The
shaped
spots
blobs.
are large.
I can smell unwealthy in this room. Are they back?
If they are here, could you please make them leave immediately? I simply cannot tolerate any intrusions right now. Oh, my head. I think we should go, Rafter.
Yeah, I think.
Thank you for your time, Monty.
Oh no, he frowned. Yeah, no, not interested. Fine.
Do we want? Oh yeah, sure.
Because I was expecting to try and talk to Vader, and it was just like, there isn't an option to. So now we are in the evening.
Ah, okay, interesting.
Yeah, I clearly the flag that we were missing was to try and talk to Emma while in the room.
Yes,
but
of course.
Was that sign posted? Absolutely fucking not.
I was wondering, like, because, you know, what I was stammering over was wondering, oh, should we go to the observation car now, under the idea that now time will progress? And we went here, and I was just like, oh, on seeing these 2 in a booth together.
Yeah, that they're having a chat is interesting. I guess
right?
The detective hasn't spoken to him yet, so.
True, and he is trying to
get a bit
everyone.
late. Looks like the bartender's back, and who's that in the booth? Who's that DJ in the booth? Is that DJ Martin and MC Daltrey? Oh, shaking hands. Okay. Oh, hello, you two. How are you both?
Hi, Professor. I'm doing well. Thanks for asking.
Also, I need to take a screenshot of this to go and send to my friend, because it genuinely, the smug expression in particular, like, yes, that's John. Yeah, all good. What was that? Was that the detective you were just talking to? Oh, yes. He came to see me about an hour ago. He's still investigating the case from the hotel, you know. I think this train may be connected somehow. Frankly, it still seems a bit fantastic to me. My understanding is that he intends to speak with everybody on board, so I invited him to speak with me here over some coffee. Good thing you didn't drink
How-
tea.
Ha! How's the investigation going? Did he tell you much about it?
No, not all that much. I'm afraid I wasn't able to be of much help. I only know as much as the incident as the police would tell me that night, after all. If I had to guess, I'd say he doesn't have many leads. It's entirely possible he's been on a wild goose chase this whole time. Still, he is quite determined. He just left to look for more passengers to speak to. I'd say I hope he finds what he's looking for. Well, I suppose I'd rather he didn't. After all, I'd feel much better if this train didn't have anything to do with the murder. I'd probably feel better with a more competent detective on board. Oh.
Oh, interesting.
So, something that gets me about Phoenix Wright, and obviously this is inspired by in the way that the inner thought thing is read, sometimes in Phoenix Wright, you'll get a blue line, so he thinks it, and the character will respond to the thought, and maybe it's supposed to be not just an inner thought, but when he's saying something under his breath or in sotto, but it always feels so strange when Phoenix is like, this guy is such an oddball, and Maya's like, well, if we press on that statement, then we'll crack that oddball wide open. I'm like, Maya, you're a spirit medium, not a mind reader. How? How? Stop this. Well, I'll be going back to my cabin now.
Is everything all right, Professor?
Oh, yes. I felt a tad under the weather these past few days. I hope I'm not coming down with something. There's nothing to worry about. Don't stay up too late, you two.
We won't. Good night, Professor.
Good night.
All right, Rafter. Let's talk to the bartender.
Bartender. Oh,
Got a bar for you to end.
well, let's see if I can remember how he did his delivery. Lots of tactical pauses in between, I think. Well, you're back. Have you determined what Monty's former occupation was? Yeah, I think so. Well then, let's hear it. Bodybuilder.
Bodybuilder! I forgot about the space. So
And
good.
once again. That is correct. At one time, that man was very popular. Was a very popular and successful magician in Venica. At least as far as magicians go. So, what happened to him? Oh yes, my theme. It's good. I need to actually double check if the soundtrack is on Steam because I think I want the jam. Okay, yes, you win. I'll tell you. Monty was still performing as recently as a year ago. His act was quite a popular tourist attraction. Part of his gimmick is that he'd never speak, to give himself an air of mystery. His act was mostly standard tricks, impossible escapes and such. But one night, something terrible happened. While some magic tricks look dangerous, the audience typically assumes there are plenty of safety precautions in place to prevent injury. But, while that's largely true, many tricks are actually quite dangerous and require pinpoint timing and skill for performance. Thank you, Rafi.
And tomorrow is Bandcamp Friday, so
Oh,
you'll get to buy
true.
it and have 100% of the proceeds go to.
I have not indulged in a
Secret.
Bandcamp Friday in a hot second.
Ooh, it's a good time for it.
To be real, because now people are in the habit of putting their soundtracks directly into Steam, it's a lot easier to be able to find those directly than via Bandcamp sometimes. You kind of have
sure.
to, you almost have to know that it's on Bandcamp in advance, which, yeah. One night, Monty's show was running late, and in his haste to get on stage, he neglected to perform a routine safety procedure. As a result, the poor fool became trapped in a box that was to be crushed by a large weight. He very easily would have died. When he realized he could not escape, he actually shouted for help inside the box. The assistants pulled the box to safety moments before the wait, crashing down. I suspect help was the first word Monty had uttered in years. It took them an agonizingly long time to pry open the box, with Monty begging for his life the entire time. And the audience watching in horror as it became clear that this was not part of it. The rest of the night's performance was cancelled, and shortly after, the story became something of a tabloid curiosity. For his trouble, Monty became a laughing stock. And to make matters worse, no venues would book his act any longer, believing it to be too unsafe. Monty hasn't performed ever since, and the public has largely forgotten about him. But I remember. I recognized him the moment I saw him.
Oh my. That's so horrible.
We saw some of the props from his act in the storage car. What do you think he's trying to do? If I had to guess, I'd say he wants to start fresh with a country that is unfamiliar with his history. His career may be over in Vendraker, but the baggage from his incident shouldn't follow him all the way to London. I just don't know how he can afford such a move. That man hasn't worked in over a year. That man hasn't worked in a year. And frankly, his wife may live like they're rich, but I don't think Monty was bringing home millions from his act. Their supposedly glamorous lifestyle has always been a facade. But, well, I suppose that's none of my business. I enjoy voicing this guy. This is all I am able to tell you. If there's anything else to discover, you'll have to discover it yourself.
What a sad story. I feel so bad for him.
It sort of raises more questions than it answers, though. And we still don't know what Vader and Monty have to do with Alma.
Yeah. There's still a piece of the puzzle missing. But at least we're making some progress, right?
I guess this was a mystery
Right.
solved. Not a relevant one, but...
It's just about nighttime after. Do you think Mr. Fisher might be in the observation car by now? He's the last person who may have seen me and Alma together. And there are just too many coincidences for him to not be connected to all of this somehow. I have a feeling he's hiding something big. Just what could it be?
Right. Yeah, because this is a 3-day trip, and so the third is after your Dragon Ball Fusion name. Yeah, you got it. You got it. No, in the instances where we've played games like in parallel to each other, because obviously it would be awkward for Raffi reading cutscenes saying Raffi and me reading Caster, we kind of cement the fusion name for when there's overlap. There he is, right on schedule. Right, here goes nothing. Excuse me, sir? I believe you voiced Fisher.
I think so. God, I have a horrible temptation with his voice.
Don't go full gold mine, but
No,
he seems to be more somber
actually.
than that.
Yes. Can I help you?
You're Mr. Fisher, correct?
How do you know who I am?
Oh. Babes. Right. So, these two... Sorry, it's how I do the voice. It's fine. So, these two wanted to talk to you earlier. I think they were looking for something. No. Check man. So, this is Fisher. Up close, he seems kind of frail. Nice tie, though.
I don't remember. Can't help you. I don't know what you're talking about.
Cool. Lies. Clearly, he doesn't want to talk to us. Not very talkative, huh?
Didn't want to talk to Detective Daltrey either. What is he hiding? Let's ask him about Alma. Maybe that'll get him talking. How do you know that name?
It's the name of the woman we're looking for. Does it ring a bell?
I don't know anything. Stop asking me questions. I can't help you.
That touched a nerve. Mr. Fisher, are you okay? We have to press.
Do you want to hit?
Or,
True. We could hit speak to pivot. Oh no, we can't. Okay. Yeah, I think let's press. Leave me alone.
Emma, help! Emma, save me!
Ugh, he still won't talk to us.
He seems really nervous.
Should we tell him that we know he's not registered for this train?
I don't know, Emma.
Let's press him just a little further. I know he's hiding something. He must know something about Alma. He just has to.
He obviously does. He knows the name. I'm nervous about pushing him too far, but Emma's right. We need to know what he knows.
What do you want? Why are you harassing me? I don't know anything about that or anything else. I have nothing to do with that. I'm...
Mr. Fisher, Oh, God.
You leave her out of this.
I didn't advance that. That was,
Otto, yeah.
We're just trying to find out what happened to Alma. We don't...
I know nothing, and I will tell you nothing.
Mr. Fisher, calm down. Everything will be okay. Emma's having none of this.
Mr. Fisher, we know you're not registered for this train, and so does the porter. He may already be looking for security.
Emma,
Uh,
not registered? Is that true, Mr. Fisher?
There's no reason left for you to hide anything from us. Please. We just want to find Alma.
That's gonna have a heart attack.
I won't go back. You can't make me go back.
Is he a refugee from,
Genbrika? I think so.
Genbrika.
Oh, yep.
Yep. Very different rendering of this guy, but okay.
Yeah. Having seen this face, I would not be doing a Jordan B. Peterson-esque Kermit voice. I have a gun. Don't come any closer or I'll... Oh my God. Stay back. I'm warning all of you.
This is what makes this feel like fucking Snatcher. It feels like we're about to get like a 3x3 grid and do a shootout with this man.
Imagine if the golf timing meter comes back up.
He's got a gun. I don't know what to do. I'm so scared I can't even move. If we don't do something quick, he might... What should we do? He looks scared. Does he think we're trying to hurt him? Maybe this is all just a misunderstanding. Maybe I can reason with him. Oh god, I guess I'm gonna save here, otherwise we're probably gonna get shot. Mr. Fisher, you don't have to do this. We're not trying to get you in trouble, we're just looking for someone. He suddenly becomes an old school Doom shooter. Yeah.
Shut up! You're just trying to trick me. You can't make me go back to Vendreka. You can't. I won't.
Why is he so afraid to go back to Vendreka? Looks terrifying. Why?
Be quiet. Go away right now, or I'll discuss. Maybe.
No, she's freaked. Okay. It's no use. It's no listening. Is Summer okay? We've been checking in on her.
Mr. Fisher, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. I mean, I'm not. Shut up! You can't fool me. I remember you now. You two were talking to that detective. You're with the police. He's gonna take me away. He's gonna take me back, and then, no, I won't let you.
Mr. Fisher, we're not with the detective. This is just a misunderstanding. You don't have to do this.
I don't have a choice. If I go back to Vendreka, I'll be killed. They'll kill me just like they killed Maxwell. But please press E.
Yeah, this is the guy, the lawyer who was killed, and the auto killer was the housekeeper. So we've not met Edison. Not that we met the body. Not that we met Otto either, really. But did he just say Maxwell? I heard that name. I guess this is the police officer.
Drop the gun.
Yeah. Detective?
It's over, Fisher. Drop it.
That looks like a very accurate looking piece he's holding. That's definitely drawn from reference.
Oh, yeah. I'm finished. I am a little surprised he didn't shoot himself.
I was bracing for that, but that doesn't feel like the level
it
of
feels out
severity
of
that this
tone.
game is. Yeah.
Yeah. No bullets.
That would also be why. Mr. Fisher.
Mr. Fisher, I searched your cabin and found your boarding pass. This ticket was stolen, was it not? Yes. Just a moment ago, you said if you went back to Vendreka, you'd be killed, like Maxwell. Did you mean Edison Maxwell, the lawyer? Yes, that's right.
Boss. I don't have access to the court record in character, so I didn't remember this. Maxwell was the lawyer who was found dead yesterday morning. The lawyer that killed Otto Keller. The lawyer that Otto Keller, the victim from the hotel, used to work for.
Think you'd better explain yourself. What are you doing on this train? Can you ever forgive me for this?
Yes, Mr. Fisher. Of course we forgive you.
I need to explain from the beginning. I came to Vendreka 25 years ago with my wife and my young daughter from my home in Genbrika.
Ooh, see young Fisher, I guess.
Our life in Genbrika was very challenging. So we came to Vendraka in hopes of making a better life for our daughter. We were led to believe that Vendraka would be our promised land, that our troubles would be over when we finally arrived. But that was a lie. We found that opportunities for Genbrican immigrants were few and far between. We were not welcomed with open arms as we thought we would be. The truth is, we struggled just as much in Vendraka as we did in Genbrika. It was very hard to make ends meet. It only got harder when my wife fell ill. I tried my best to be a good father to my daughter, but I know I made many mistakes. When she grew older, she met an Englishman who wanted to take her away to London. She begged me to let her go, but I was afraid of losing her. I said some things I shouldn't have said. It doesn't matter. In the end, she left without saying a word. My life hit rock bottom. That's when I met him. Maxwell. He introduced himself to me with a proposition. He would pay me a sizable sum if I spied on my employer for him. I had been working as a gardener for a Vendrakan senator for a few years. I don't know why, but Maxwell wanted information on him. I couldn't say no. I needed the money. I could barely support myself as it was. Every Sunday night, I would meet Maxwell at his home to tell him what I had found. He'd pay me and I would go. It seemed harmless enough. This went on for a few months until one day I received a letter in the mail. It was from my daughter. I hadn't heard from her in over 2 years. I couldn't believe it. She told me that she'd just given birth to a daughter. And she named her after her grandmother, my wife. She named her Alma. Suddenly, I was overcome with guilt. What had I become? Spying on a politician for a crooked lawyer? I hardly recognized myself. How could I face my daughter? How could I face my granddaughter knowing what I had done? That Sunday, I resolved to tell Maxwell that I wouldn't spy for him anymore, but he refused. He threatened me. He said if I stopped, he would use his connections in government to have me deported. He had me trapped. What could I do? How could I refuse? I had to keep spying for him, but at least now I had a goal. I'd save up my money and buy a ticket to London. I'd escape. I'd find my daughter. I was so close. I only needed a few more payments from Maxwell and I'd be finished. But then I went to his house 2 nights ago and he was dead. I panicked. I ran as fast as I could. Then it hit me. Somebody must have found out about the spying. I got to Maxwell first, but I must be next. I had to escape, so I came to the station and well, you know what I did. I never thought I'd be found out. When the train left the station, I was sure I was free. I'd soon be in London, reunited with my daughter and her family.
Oh, Mr. Fisher. What a story. not for nothing. Really good job on doing all of that read, but
Thank you. Oh my goodness, thank you.
yeah, no, especially since like, you went for a character read and then it was like, oh, we've established the voice, but it doesn't hit. Because I remember when we did Scarlet and Violet, and Arvin shows up and is immediately a snooty bitch, and so I read all of his very tragic relationship with both his Pokemon and his parents. I'm a snooty bitch voice, and it was
I'm harsh.
So
Well, that is very high praise coming from you. I appreciate that.
No, you made a really, really good adjustment there and kind of treated the dialogue with gravitas. It's impressive. Good job.
Aww. The senator you're working for, what was his name? Was Senator Gordon.
That's our professor's best friend.
Mm.
Senator Gordon? Isn't that Professor Martin's old friend?
Officer, I'm begging you. Please let me stay in London. Don't make me go back to Vendrika. I just want to see my daughter. I just want to meet my granddaughter. I just want to meet Alma. When we arrive in London, you'll have to come back with me on the first train back to Vendrika. I promise that no harm will come to you when we return home. I understand.
Oh, Detective, can't you let him stay? I know he's broken the law, but...
It isn't up to me.
This is why we knew you were a cop. If you were a private detective, this would all be so different.
The rest of you wouldn't mind. I'd like to speak with him alone for a while. After, let's go. Huh, Think is still there.
Yeah, it's the same. We clip-clop
Clip,
our
clop,
way
clip,
out
clop,
of that
clip.
very, very sad scene.
Yeah. I feel so ashamed of myself. I was so sure he knew something about Alma. I thought if we cornered him, we could get him to talk, but it was just a coincidence. And now he won't get reunited with his family. Oh, Rafter, it's all my fault.
Coincidence? Considering how he's related to Professor Martin now too.
Yeah.
It's all right. Yeah, I think we both went a little too far. I feel really bad for Mr. Fisher, but it just seemed like such a good lead.
How could I ever apologize for this?
I don't know what to say. Let's take a step back. We got a lot of information today. Don't worry about Mr. Fisher later. She's still waiting for us to find her, remember?
You're right. Just give me a second. Okay, let's review what we learned today. Just like last time.
All right. Yeah, no small talk.
Yeah. The day got off to a bad start. When I woke up, I discovered that the ring we found yesterday was missing. I searched my cabin for over an hour, but I couldn't find it anywhere.
We got that we lost the ring. Because I was like,
Me too.
Oh, you could show it to him, but yeah. can't do that.
I feel so stupid for losing it.
Made a mouthful.
No worries.
It's okay, Emma. We were able to investigate without it.
Yeah. We still needed to find the other people who might have. We still needed to find the other people who might have seen me and Alma together. So, we went to the lounge car to look for them. We started with those golfers, Dennis and Palmer. Unfortunately, neither of them remembered a thing about me or Alma. They were too busy arguing about putters or whatever. When we brought it up, though, Dennis proposed a couple of theories to explain what may have happened to Alma. Some of them were a little ridiculous, but... Well, what did you think of... What did you think of Dennis's theories, Rafter?
Because my thought was, if she's on board, she'd be in storage. It's... Okay. We don't... There's this interesting thing about conveyance or truncating of useless information here. We don't actually know how many people are on this train.
True.
Because the first thing I would, if this was like a 3D game, like if the train was modeled out, checking every room feels like something that you would do.
Yeah.
And we haven't seen their room. We haven't seen Palmer's room because they're sharing a single.
True.
We haven't even seen Emma's room, right? She's only ever come to board.
Yeah.
And not that I think that Emma's lying, just like, you know, the conveyance of information. The detective.
Where's the bartender staying?
Yes, yes. So like, without the ability to look in rooms, the only place we have access to that we haven't searched in its entirety is the storage car, because that would be a process of just opening every single crate. But that feels a little far-fetched to me. It feels like I would be she would try to stow away in an actual bedroom that's not in use rather than a storage car.
Yeah, I think that's a good point. Real quick, remind me, when it comes to that couch that we found the ring in, were we able to, like, was this a kind of like normal piece of furniture couch where you can see under it, or was this more like a kind of...
So it was like whether we've been able to... unfortunately, the bottom of the couch is out of shot, so we can't see.
I see. The thing I'm wondering is whether that is like one of those... like built-in...
With the storage underneath where you can open the seat up and maybe.
Yeah.
This is what I fear, that there may be a degree of gotcha where the truth is actually something that we would have had no reason to know it's an option. But
out of these four, I'm inclined to say the first.
Okay.
I think... Yeah, I think it makes sense that someone may have drugged her and then pushed her overboard, you know, done something to her and then knocked her overboard.
Because, like, we know that the tea is soporific. Because one of the reason why the bartender insists that the only 3 drinks were ordered is because he is in control of the cash register, right? There's nothing functionally stopping him from just not ringing up Alma's drink, just spiking the shit out of it, and then dealing with Alma once Alma and Emma have parted ways is feasible. But again, we don't know. I'll say that we can, if she's not on the train anymore, I guess is a...
That would explain why it's been so hard to find her, but the train hasn't stopped once since it departed. If she's not here anymore, then that means... You're right, though. It would make some sense.
The other thing that I think is interesting that we haven't been able to explore, and not for want of trying to ask, when the train whistle went off on day 2, well, it is still currently day 2, and the porter mentioned that the train whistle goes off usually when there's like important movement stuff, like trying to go around a sharp
yes,
bend or
like a
speeding up
big
slowing
turn or
down.
something.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And
True.
was kind of like, the train whistles are quite complicated. Does he explain what that whistle meant or where it went off? No. Did we ask? Absolutely fucking not. We don't know what a magician is. I do wonder why that whistle was called, but again, I guess we'll find out.
About as much sense as if she were never on the train in the first place. Anyway, after we finished talking with them, we ran into Mr. Fisher for the first time. Man, I am having a time with finding the stress pattern on these sentences. He was trying to get away from Daltrey. It seemed pretty suspicious. Fisher left quickly, and Daltrey went back to his investigation. So around this time, we talked to the bartender.
Yep, and that creep made us a deal. If we could correctly guess what Monty's former job was, and tell us a bit more about the two of them. Monty and Vader, I mean.
Gosh. After everything that happened tonight, I almost completely forgot about those two. We tried talking to them again, too, but that didn't go so well.
Yeah, only Monty was around at first. And well, he's a man of few words.
There was one thing that seemed to resonate with him, though. Do you remember what seemed to catch Monty's attention?
I mean, it's in line of sight.
Yeah. Yeah, it was that deck of cards. As soon as we showed it to him, he performed a little card trick for us. It was very charming.
But then Vader came back and kicked us out.
I felt really bad for Monty at the time. He seemed so happy before she came back. Anyway, the card trick was a pretty solid clue about what Monty's former job was, as we didn't have enough of those. But it was finding all of his things in the storage car that really cinched it. A cage, a weird box, a suit of armor, a guillotine, all props from his act. So, one more time, what kind of job did he have, Raptor?
Musician!
Mime, a mime. That's right, Monty. That's right. Monty used to be a magician. It seems so obvious in hindsight, doesn't it? It also seemed obvious in foresight.
Mm-hmm.
Once we figured it out, we talked to the bartender, who told us all about Monty's past. Apparently, during one of his shows, he neglected an important safety procedure and almost cost him his life. After that, he became a laughingstock, and no venues would book his act anymore. How sad.
It's just, if Monty's been out of a job for so long, could the two of them really afford a luxury suite on this train? But the bartender seemed to think they must be broke. Doesn't make any sense. They just have to be hiding something. We need to get them to talk to us somehow.
Yeah. Okay, let's talk about Mr. Fisher. We asked the train attendant in the observation car about him. She told us about how excited he was to see his new family in London, babes. And that he had mentioned to her something about a woman named Alma. Hearing that name jogged my memory. The woman we've been looking for told me her name was Alma. I'm sure of it. After that, I was certain Fisher must know something about her, but it turned out it was just a coincidence. The Alma that Fisher was talking about isn't the same Alma. Do you remember who it actually was?
His granddaughter.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Well, that's technically right, but... I'm sorry, this is a bit of a trick question. Do you remember? It was actually two people.
Right, the way and his granddaughter. Yeah.
Exactly. Fisher's daughter recently had a baby who she named Alma after the baby's grandmother, Fisher's late wife. Oh, it's just so sad, Rafter. How can it be so stupid?
It's okay, Emma. We had other reasons to be suspicious of Fisher, remember?
Yeah, because of what we learned from the porter in the storage car. When we first talked to the porter, he was a bit agitated, with that face that says, "Oi, oi, oi." Apparently, they've been dealing with a particular problem on these trains lately.
Actually, that kind of the expression there makes me think a little bit of kind of like early James Bonds.
Ha! Sure, yes. I watched Goldfinger for the first time recently.
Oh yeah, what do you think of it?
It's a fun time. It's a fun, dumb film, and I was surprised by how, like, I think James Bond is really made to be, I don't know whether this is more a thing in later films, but people have always talked about him like, you know, he's a man's man, and the, you know, symbol, the apex of masculinity, and every man in that film fucking hates him and thinks he is annoying because he is such a catty bitch all the time, and it's very funny. I had to go look at my Letterboxd review because I remember there was something specifically I said. James Bond is a cum-brained alcoholic smartass, and every other man hates him. The sexism in Goldfinger is crazy, but mostly in a way that is so intense that it kind of loops around to being funny.
Yes.
Mostly.
Yeah. I've never really been a James Bond like fan, because so many of them are quite old. Right, like I saw some of them as they came in cinemas, but I was never the kind of person to like, oh, I need to watch all the old ones too. Mostly the kind of like spy gadget nature of it all I always found relatively fascinating, but like Totally Spies does that for me, you know. I don't need
Totally Spies does it for you, huh?
Agents of Hugh was written not factoring in James Bond, but was definitely factoring in Austin Powers and Totally Spies.
Which is weird, because I thought that people who were into Totally Spies also got into bondage, but I guess if that's not... Anyway. What was that problem? Too much luggage. Apparently he's been finding stowaways on the train very often recently. When we told the porter about Mr. Fisher, he confirmed that nobody with that name was registered for this train, so it seemed pretty likely that Mr. Fisher was actually a stowaway.
At that point, all that was left to do was to talk to him ourselves.
Do we think that the ring we have is Fisher's wedding ring? It was written in Van Draken, right?
Yes. So there is the possibility of that. Although I guess if it was for Ulma, I guess that would be her maiden name because it's to AK. And if they were married, she'd be AF, yeah?
I thought Fisher was a fake name. Maybe not. Maybe
no,
not.
Because it can't, I don't think it's a fake. I was wondering why he didn't give a fake name, because he has a ticket. It's just not his. Because it was stolen from somebody else. So I was expecting him to kind of take on the name of the person who he stole the ticket from, but clearly he didn't do that. So one assumes that it is actually his genuine surname. He doesn't seem like the kind of person that would be elaborate enough to make a lie like that, so...
That makes sense.
If it turns out that he is actually going under a pseudonym and he does have a K surname, then definitely.
Mr. Fisher panicked when we confronted him. He pulled a gun, but Deltry appeared in the nick of time to de-escalate the situation. And it turned out the gun wasn't loaded anyway. He was just really scared. He was working as a spy for Maxwell, the lawyer whose death Deltry is investigating. He even discovered Maxwell's body last night, which made him think that someone found out about the spying.
Well, not last night, 2 days ago. This
True.
is day 2 on the train, right? So, anyway.
And that he may be killed too. So he stole a train ticket in order to escape. He also told us all about the circumstances that led him to this point. I can't believe everything Fisher's been through. I didn't know conditions for Ganbrican immigrants were so bad. I didn't get that impression from Martin at all. You remember, right? Last night, Martin told us that Vendraka had been working to open its borders to Ganbrican refugees, but he didn't tell us they were still struggling.
Yeah. But that isn't the only thing that's bothering me. It's who Fisher was involved with.
You caught it too, right? The person that Maxwell was having Mr. Fisher spy on?
Senator Gordon. Interesting, it's actually making me spell it.
Yeah. Yeah. It was Senator Gordon, Professor Martin's old friend. After that, Deltry told Mr. Fisher that he couldn't stay in London and that they'd both be going back to Vendraka. I guess that means he'll be arrested.
Yeah. That was the most serious I've ever seen Daltrey. Harry.
Well, I think that's everything. Rafter, what's going on?
I don't know.
We only have one day left until we reach London. We found out so much, but still no sign of Alma. What should we do?
It's been a long day. I think we should get some sleep. But tomorrow, we need to find Mr. Fisher again. We still have a very important question to ask him.
Oh, yeah. With everything that's been going on, I almost forgot why we were looking for him in the first place. He's the only person left who might remember seeing me and Alma together in the lounge car. We still need to find out what Veda and Monty are hiding, too.
It'll be okay, Emma. We can still get to the bottom of this.
I think I'm going to go to bed now, Rafter. I want to be alone for a bit, if that's okay.
It's okay. I'll see you tomorrow.
Good night. Do we think that the woman may be his daughter?
There is a possibility. I guess that would put her around the right age. Because the Alma that Emma has met is older than her. Is older than Emma. So
Yeah.
do we have a profile? I'm pretty sure we do. Oh yeah, it's now highlighted just be Alma. Late 20s or early 30s with dark hair. Maybe a little young for the daughter, depending if she already has a kid, but who knows how old the kid is. It's not quite clear. God, I've never seen it like this. Such a sick feeling. What is going on here? We're gonna get a shot of the apple tea. I think I'm a little scared to find out. Chapter 4.
The Old Man Steam Achievement. Ooh.
Oh, what time is it? Wow, it's really pouring out there.
Love the rain streaks with pixels. That's great.
Oh, do I get to check the boombox? Fine.
What's... The big drawer underneath the bed?
Yeah. It's after 10 a.m. Emma's late again. Pretty unlike her to let me sleep in. I figured she'd want to start investigating right away. Though, maybe she's not really in the mood. Happened last night. I get it. I know where she is. There's only one person Emma would trust enough for advice when she's feeling down, and that's Martin. I bet if I find her if I go to a cabin. His cabin, rather.
A good knock sound effect.
Oh, hello, Rafter. Good morning.
Oh. Hi, Rafter.
Hey, guys. I thought I might find you here, Emma. I was surprised you didn't wake me up hours ago.
Oh. Yeah.
Have a seat, Rafter. Emma and I were just having a conversation. You two have had quite the adventure these past few days, haven't you? Oh? I guess Emma's told him what's been going on. My. Where to begin? Emma told me the two of you have been looking for a woman named Alma, who evidently went missing on the day of our departure. She told me all about her investigation, the many places you've explored, the people you've spoken to. And she told me about the incident last night with that Fisher. What a frightening ordeal. I'm so glad the two of you are safe. Makes sense to me now. That ring you showed me yesterday, you believe it may belong to this Alma. I wish the two of you had confided in me earlier. Perhaps I could have helped somehow.
Sorry, Professor. I already felt terrible about making this Rafter's problem. I didn't want to make it yours, too.
Ah, but that's what I'm here for, isn't it? It's my job to help. Not just with your studies, but with anything that you need. So, what do you make of all this, Professor? I must confess, it's a lot to process. I'm not quite sure what to think. All of this, on top of that detective investigating some very serious crimes, there's certainly something unusual happening. I feel it would be best for all of us to remain level-headed. There must be an explanation, and I am certain in time it will become clear to all of us.
Professor, there was something Fisher said last night that I wanted to ask you about. I told you that Fisher was being forced to spy on a Vendraken politician by a lawyer named Maxwell. The man he was spying on was his employer. He said it was Senator Gordon.
Senator Gordon?
Isn't that the name of your friend? The one who invited you to Vendraka for this trip?
Yes, that's right. Well, the idea that Fisher knew Gordon doesn't necessarily surprise me. As I told you the other night, Senator Gordon works extensively with Gambrican refugees. If Fisher is Gambrican, it makes sense that he and Gordon may have crossed paths. However, the idea that this Fisher gentleman was spying, that is alarming. I can't imagine why someone would want to spy on Gordon. However, I thought this Maxwell character was using a downtrodden man like this Maxwell character was using a downtrodden man like Fisher for such a thing. It's just unconscionable. Listen to me, you two. I know that I can't stop you from doing what you want to do. Please, be careful. It would give me tremendous peace of mind to know that you two weren't involving yourselves in something potentially dangerous. I just ask that you be sensible. I don't think I could bear it if anything happened to you.
We understand, Professor.
Thank you for joining me for breakfast, Emma. And thank you for staying to chat. I know that things may seem uncertain right now, but I do believe we are in good hands with that detective. I'm sure everything will be sorted out before we arrive in London tonight. Until then, stay cautious. I will see you both tonight when we disembark. Don't forget to begin packing your things. We'll be arriving before you know it.
We will, Professor. Hey, Rafter, can we go back to your cabin for a bit?
Sure.
Hey, Rafter,
Are you all right, Emma?
I just wanted to apologize. I'm sorry I went to talk to Martin without you. It's just. After last night, I felt so guilty for what I did to Mr. Fisher. It made me start questioning everything I've been doing. I was so embarrassed. I didn't want you to see me like that. You know, when I first realized Alma was missing, I thought about going to Martin for help right away, but the past few years I've depended on him so much. Whatever problems I've had with school, stress, work, anything really, he's always been there for me when I needed advice. So this time I thought I'd find another way. I wouldn't make it his burden. I wouldn't ruin his trip with my problems. I really thought I could get through this without him, but, well, I guess I couldn't.
It's okay, Emma. There's nothing wrong with asking someone for help. Especially after... If it makes you feel any better, I'm glad you asked me.
Thanks, Rafter.
So, where do we go from here?
Martin was very polite, but I can tell he's skeptical. I don't think he really believes me. And I don't know, maybe he's right. After everything that's happened, I can't help but feel like we might be in over our heads a little bit. Maybe we should just leave everything for Detective Daltrey to sort out. Oh, I don't know. What do you think, Rafter? What should we do?
I think this is clearly a turning point in the thing, but solving it ourselves is definitely the main thrust of things.
That's why we're here, yeah.
I know that Martin wants us to stay safe. I feel we've come too far to call it quits now. We still have a lead to chase, remember?
Yeah, I know. Mr. Fisher. We still need to ask him if he remembers seeing me with Elma the other day.
If nothing else, I think we should at least see what he has to say. Don't you?
Okay. You're probably right. Yeah, I guess it couldn't hurt to check with him, just to be sure. At this point, I'd be surprised if he remembered seeing Alma. But if nothing else, I'd love to apologize to him for last night.
How about we ask the observation car attendant if she knows what happened to him? You know, after last night.
Any excuse to see her again, huh?
Oh, give me a break.
It's okay, Rafter. I'm just teasing you. I think that's a great idea. Just let me know when you're ready.
Well, let's go see her now, panting. How are you feeling, Emma?
Much better, thanks. I think I just needed to talk through everything. I still feel guilty about how I handled things last night, but it's in the past now. Still, I'd like to apologize to Mr. Fisher as soon as we get the chance. I know nothing I say can undo what happened, but...
I think Mr. Fisher seems like a decent guy. It's hard to say how he'll be feeling today, but I think he'll understand.
I think so too.
Let's head over to the observation car. If he's there, we'll get our chance to apologize and our chance to ask about Alma.
Would you be good to take a comfort break?
Yes, I figured it was about
Cool.
that time anyway. Here's the attendant, and wait, it's Mr. Fisher. He's already here. That's so lucky. All right. And with that in mind, let's go take a comfort break, everybody. Go stretch. We'll see you all in 5. Bye. Hello, hello. We are back. We are back with more Detective Instinct Farewell. They jumped the gun being like, oh, we need to speak to Fisher. Oh my god. And he is already here. But first, Beatnik.
The atmosphere in this place has totally changed, man. Something must have happened here.
Well, he's not wrong. Huh. Even after everything that happened yesterday, she still seems as cheery as ever. She must be pretty tough and very forgiving. She's a lucky guy.
Saying that like they're married or something.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Sam.
Hey, Sam.
There he is. I wonder what happened with him and Daltrey after we left last night. They are moving towards a conclusion. We had a very sad gunpoint standoff in the first half, and now we're kind of getting to the aftermath of that. Sadly, the Blowjob brothers have been nowhere to be seen.
Golfless.
Golfless. Mr. Fisher?
Oh, hello, you two. I'd like to... I love all of the things that I need to say. Yes, Automod. Let Sam say my little gay. I'd like to sincerely apologize for my behavior last night. There was no excuse for me to cause such a panic. No, I'm the one who should apologize. It's all my fault that you can't stay in London. No. Everything that happened, I brought upon myself. I've made many mistakes in my life, but from this day forward, I'm determined to become a man worthy of my granddaughter. I know I'll meet her someday.
Mr. Fisher, we're really sorry to bother you. Would you mind if we ask you some questions?
Not at all. What can I help you with?
Yeah, Fisher had a bit of a voice evolution over the course of like, what's this guy about? Oh, this guy's sad. Hold on.
Yeah, this was basically me looking at him going, haha. He kind of reminds me of like Jordan B. Peterson. So I'm gonna hit him with that Kermit. Oh, he has such a long, sad backstory. Okay, so I'm gonna have to see how much I can develop the Kermit voice. And George Lucas is not a bad call for how it sounds.
It looks like he's doing all right, all things considered.
I do like the idea that George Lucas is a vice, though. I think that's true. You can talk to the lounge car itself. Oh, yes. Mr. Fisher, do you remember sitting in a lounge car 2 days ago? It would have been around this time. That would have been shortly after the train departed, correct? Yes, I do believe I spent some time in the lounge car. I was so thrilled to have made it on board. I wanted to explore the whole train. Of course, I eventually I found my way here, which is my preferred spot. Do you by any chance remember seeing me there? Me and another woman? Oh, I'm not so good with faces, but let me think.
What's that expression you're making, Fisher?
Yeah. A lesbian, I see. I'm very sorry, I just can't remember. Oh, you can't? I know it must seem strange, given that Maxwell was paying me to be observant, but I must confess, well, my memory just isn't what it used to be. It's hard for me to commit small details to memory unless I really try, and I'm afraid I don't recall seeing you before last night. I sincerely apologize. It's okay, Mr. Fisher. Thanks anyway.
Man, I can't believe it. Everyone, I thought he'd be able to help us. Is this really it? Do we really have nowhere to go from here? That was being nice, but it must be pretty disappointing.
I spoke with Detective Daltrey at length last night. I had no idea he was here investigating Maxwell's death. And this was also the first I heard about what happened to poor Otto. Well, doesn't matter. I don't have any hard feelings. The detective is only doing his job, and he was kind enough to allow me to keep my accommodations here in spite of everything.
Did you know Otto Keller, Mr. Fisher?
Oh, you knew about Otto? Seems I was the last to find out. I didn't know him well, but having worked with Maxwell for a while, we did cross paths from time to time. He was Maxwell's housekeeper. Oh, yes, in case you weren't aware. He was a very kind man. He was a Ganbrican immigrant like myself, so I found him very easy to talk to. To think he too was killed.
Sam says, I do want to give this guy a hug based on your voice performance, so I think the voice transformation is working. Styled it out. Styled it out.
Maxwell introduced himself to me at a bar. I could tell that he was trouble, but the money he was offering was too good to pass up. I have no idea what interest Maxwell had in Senator Gordon. Frankly, I didn't want to know. At first, Maxwell just had me listen to Gordon's conversations and report back what I heard. Later, he got more daring and asked me to look through his documents, memorize them, and tell him what they said.
You managed to do that without getting caught?
If I'm being honest, I don't think Senator Gordon ever noticed my presence. He never suspected a thing, as far as I'm aware. I found Maxwell in exactly the same way Daltrey described him, sitting alone at his dinner table with a knife in his back. How pitiful. I couldn't tell you much more. As soon as I realized he was dead, I fled the scene in a panic. I would only ever see Otto for minutes at a time. We didn't do much more than make small talk. I remember him telling me how he and his wife wanted to start a family. I could tell he was struggling like the rest of us immigrants, but I always sensed nothing but optimism from him. He truly was a very kind man.
He didn't do much more than make sweet, sweet love.
Yeah, I was kind of thinking like, talking fondly about this man.
Okay. You okay, Emma?
Yeah, I'm okay.
Do you want to keep talking to Mr. Fisher? Maybe he knows something else that could help us.
Well, if you want to, sure. Yeah, let's ask him about the ring.
I got the impression that this was a topic refresh moment.
Yeah. You were saying you had tea with a woman in a lounge car that morning, and that her name was Alma? What a coincidence. My wife's name was Alma. My daughter wrote to tell me she named her newborn after her. I was very moved. But to answer your question, no, I'm afraid I don't remember ever seeing her. I'm very sorry.
Okay.
Daltrey again, maybe?
Yeah, maybe.
You're wondering what else the two of us talked about? Well, naturally, the detective wanted to know why I was spying for Maxwell. Or more specifically, what it was that Maxwell wanted to know about Senator Gordon. I told the detective everything I knew. Anything to help track down whoever killed Otto and Maxwell. Okay. You might think I knew Senator Gordon fairly well, having worked as his gardener for years. But what little of a relationship we had could be called strictly professional. He paid little mind to me, and I paid little mind to him. At least when I wasn't spying on him. Even then, very little of the information Maxwell had me gather made much sense to me. Something about some suspicious foreign connections and payments he'd received many years ago to... I beg your pardon. I shouldn't be telling you any of this. That'd be terribly irresponsible.
Of course. I really want to know.
I can't tell you much about him.
What else?
Discuss again?
No.
No. Speak to? Yeah,
Still
okay,
no
wow.
efficient.
Ha.
I guess we just exhaust these in order. Sure. Do you remember anything else from when you were in the lounge car that morning?
Anything else? Let me think. Oh, I do remember a rather strange couple coming in at one point. Were hard not to notice. Very oddly dressed, and the woman made quite a show of her arrival.
I was gonna be like, the golfers or...
Yeah, I was also thinking, which one?
That must have been Vader and Monty.
Oh, are those their names? I'll admit those two struck me as a little odd, but I didn't think much of it at the time. I don't think they stayed long. If I recall correctly, the woman went to the bar at one point, and they left shortly after.
That tracks what the bartender told us. Cool. Apparently, we are still in topic hell. Yes.
Ah. I'm afraid I don't know why Otto was at the hotel 3 nights ago, but the timing is remarkable. I found Maxwell dead the same night. The detective asked me if I thought Otto may have been Maxwell's killer. But terrible thought. Maxwell wasn't a good man. I assume he had many enemies, but no matter what he may have done, I just can't see Otto as a killer. Not unless he truly had no choice.
Now, can we go? Okay.
Hey, Rafter.
They really need to put like an indicator that there's more about a topic that can be pressed.
Yeah, I feel very mixed on it. It feels like both a strength and a weakness of needing to intentionally decide. I think there's more to say about this, rather than just kind of following, menu says this, but scenarios like this where you're just kind of like, okay, like, what is it, can be kind of...
Yeah, when it's optional information, like those additional presses, I don't think gave us too much in the way of new facts. So if it's like, oh, and you've discovered all of the important facts and you can proceed rather than necessarily having to exhaust everything, it would just make it a little faster, but yeah.
I think we've bothered Mr. Fisher enough, don't you think?
Oh yeah, I agree. Sure, but we still haven't learned anything new.
Ask about the fucking Rafter. Rafter, I think it's maybe time to move on, you know?
But, Emma, what about Alma?
Rafter, I really appreciate everything you've done for me the past few days. Really. You're a great friend. I really mean that.
So, if this was Danganronpa, we would now have half an hour of me and Emma making arguments as to whether we want to continue investigating or stop investigating, with like gigantic buttons that say proceed and stop getting larger and larger over the course of that half an hour.
Shoot the hope bullet, etc. I just think it's about time I face reality. I'm the only one who remembers Alma, and after 3 days of searching, we've turned up nothing proving she exists. No witnesses, no real evidence. Even the ring wasn't anything concrete. Really, all we've done is make things worse. It's really hard for me to accept, but I think maybe it was just a dream. I don't know.
Come on, Emma. You can't be serious.
I am. It's just what's more likely, you know? That there's some grand conspiracy going on where everyone's either deliberately or unknowingly covering up Alma's existence. Or that I overheard Mr. Fisher talking about a person named Alma. Then I had a weird dream after drinking some weird tea. It sounds so silly when you put it that way, right?
Guess so, but...
It's all right, Rafter. Honestly, it's a relief. Both of us have been distracted by this for long enough. I've barely even thought about my term paper. And besides, there really is something funny going on here. I'm sure Detective Daltrey will get to the bottom of it. I think I'm just tired of playing detective, you know? I just want to go back to being me.
Can't believe this. What's gotten into her? Is she really giving up? And besides, the cops always solve crimes and get the right person. They know things aren't looking too good right now. Ugh, I wonder. If I didn't have a term paper to procrastinate on, would I have believed the story at all if it wasn't coming from Emma? I don't know that I'm ready to give up just yet. Okay. If you're sure, then I'm with you.
Thanks, Rafter. We're probably going to wait to ask the old man about the ring for, you know, after the crisis of faith is over, and that's going to turn everything around. How about we go back to your cabin and do some brainstorming for our papers? We both have a lot of ground to make up.
Sure. That sounds good.
Hold on.
Hold on. Where you two go?
Hold on. Hey there, young lover.
Huh? Mr. Fisher?
I just... I just remembered something. It was something about that odd couple. I knew there was some reason I remembered them.
They freaks, though. You're saying you remember something about Vader and Monty, Mr. Fisher?
Oh, yes. I did remember something. It probably isn't anything substantial, just a bit of an odd interaction that struck me as a tad curious. The woman went to the bar while her husband waited in one of the booths. She talked to the bartender for some time. I remember seeing her hand the bartender some money, but I don't believe she ever had a drink.
She never had a drink? No glass of wine or anything?
No, certainly not. I watched her the entire time. I love staring at... You must think me to be rather rude, but I assure you I was merely curious.
I mean, she was wearing a dress that kind of forced attention to be on her.
Yeah, she's a fucking disco ball of a woman.
No, that's all right.
Well, I'm sure it was nothing. Perhaps the woman ordered a bottle of wine to be delivered to their cabin.
Not that we saw a bottle.
It is very funny seeing the transition between his, like, kind of smug face and his default face here. Like, they look like sisters, not twins, shall we say.
Yeah, this character is slightly less on model between poses than some of the other characters we've spoken to. But it might just be because he's a scrungly old man.
I was also thinking the word scrungly to describe him. I'm sorry, this must all seem utterly trivial. I sincerely apologize for wasting your time.
Yes, Sam, me when it is definitely not nothing. I just saw this woman in a very loud outfit do something incredibly suspicious while approaching an even more suspicious man behind the bar, but this is probably nothing
Then I saw her hand a gun over to the figure in a cloak.
That's where my bullets went. It's okay, Mr. Fisher. Thanks for talking with us.
Yeah. Thanks, Mr. Fisher. It was my pleasure. I hope I was of some help to you both. If you need anything else, please don't hesitate to ask. Goodbye now.
All right. Oh, well.
Rafter. Okay, so I know I just told you I want to stop investigating, and I mean it, really. But
So the way that line goes, obviously there's no pose for it, but it feels like she'd be giving the kind of
Okay.
businessman double hand chops to like the camera, being like, so I know I just told you to stop investigating. But...
You see, because I was thinking this more of kind of like eyes rolled back and like looking at the corner of the, so not like rolled back as in dead, but like, you know, eyes kind of staring diagonally off and kind of rotating the head like, well, I know, I just told you I want to stop investigating and I mean it really, but...
So with the same cadences, I know I said I was going to stop texting him. Emma, this
So
woman
I
is
know
no
I
good.
said I was gonna stop investigating him, but both the bartender and Veda told us she had a glass of wine that morning. Mr. Fisher says she didn't have anything.
Why did they lie?
I know Mr. Fisher's memory is a little spotty, but he seemed pretty certain about this. And if he's right, then that means both Veda and the bartender lied to us.
I mean, yeah, he's in full control over that cash register. Yeah. I thought the same thing.
I'm not saying this proves anything, but why would they both lie about that? Isn't that strange?
Yeah, it is. And to that point, Veda never had a glass of wine.
Then why did she give money to the bartender? Ugh, is this really anything? Am I just making a big deal out of nothing?
Emma, I think this might be the big rule.
Emma, you need to trust your detective instinct.
Farewell, my beloved, I say as I push her from the back of the carriage.
Huh? What do you mean?
Well, think about it. With everything we know, if Veda never had a drink in the lounge car, then...
You're right.
This doesn't prove anything, but...
We need to talk to the bartender right away.
Jesus, way to step on my words, Emma. We're back, baby.
We're back, baby!
On a hot streak.
Bada bing!
Oh, God.
Yeah!
Oh, I don't
Oh, we're all teed up, baby!
Just the three or four
Let's not
different-
waste any time.
Let's not waste
And-
any time, Emma says.
Yeah,
I'm saving. I need to.
Yeah, let's not waste any time. The neon sign saying, waste your time right here.
Golf gaze, please. Golf gaze now. Golf gaze, talk gaze now.
Golf gaze, golf. Bill's a choke artist. Oh, wait.
can't
Yeah, I'm
remember.
Dennis.
Yeah.
Bill's a choke artist and morally bankrupt fraud.
Give him a break. They're all just in it for the money. That's what makes Phil so bad. I've probably been sleeping. But I want to talk to them.
Let's not waste any time. The bartender, yeah, buddy. Rafter, do we really need to talk to them? I mean, I understand if you want to, but we don't exactly have a lot of time, and I think it's more important that we talk to the bartender.
No, you're right. I was just
Do it again. Don't tell me. Have you actually taken an interest in golf?
What? No. And even if I...
Yeah, can I get a no homo with that golf interest?
What? No. And even if I were interested, it wouldn't be because of these guys and their strong, firm, ungloved grip against those clubs. I remember the conversation we had
Raptor
yesterday.
and the golfer sitting on the green. Putting.
And Raptor's face goes bright red. Oh, stop it!
Okay, Raptor. Can we talk to the bartender now? I'm really curious. I'm really curious.
I'm generally so incapable of being like taking like the mean contrarian options in video games. I'm like, oh no, why would I be mean to these people who are not real?
Yeah, Emma will remember this.
I like the way I finished like the good ending of Undertale and then just never booted that game again. They had their ending. I didn't need to go and like dig
they
up their
asked
lives.
you to not start playing the game again. Yes, of course.
You know, and I'm like, Palmer and Dennis will be available after we.
No. Okay, hold on. Wait. Hear me out. Surely she is just gonna give a ... and then it's not gonna go. It's gonna be fine. We can do it. Don't worry about it. We can do it. It's
I
fine.
saved. I can reload save.
Yeah, you saved.
Yeah. I feel bad.
If we game over.
I do not want to talk. Fine.
Okay.
Ugh. Give me a second.
Oh no.
I need to regain composure. Give me a second. That didn't help. Okay.
Yeah, clearly you shouldn't be drinking water. You should be drinking a nice Arnold Palmer.
Mm-hmm. You two, yet again. It would appear those two golfers are my nurse. But don't worry, I won't ask you to get rid of them from this place again. You look as if you want something from me. Can I interest you in some tea?
Absolutely fucking not. No tea, sis. We just want to ask you a few more questions if you don't mind.
My body is tea enough, thank you. No tea, beta male. Various reads are available at this location.
This man is illegible.
More questions, huh? I see it in your eyes. I get the sense that there's something different last time. Well, I have nothing to hide. Ask. Mask off this man. Ooh.
So how do you feel about golf?
Also, new gems.
Yeah. You don't want to go from the top?
Yeah.
Build up, you know.
The afternoon after we departed, you told me and Emma, excuse me, you told me and Emma
Listen tight.
that 3 people had ordered drinks from you. You said that those 3 people were Emma, who got tea, Detective Daltrey, who got a beer, and a woman who ordered a glass of wine. I am also this man. Yes, that is correct.
I too am this man. I too am this bitch.
Yes, 3 people wanted drinks. Your friend, the detective, and... You're asking me about your dream woman. What are her measurements? And now you're giving her a name. Power. Rating. Well, I'm sorry. She didn't exist 2 days ago. And she doesn't exist now. No matter how many names you give her, it won't make her real. The woman that ordered that glass of wine, that was Veda, right?
We met with her after talking to you. She told us she got a glass of wine from you.
Yes, I did. But, my apologies. So long ago, I was having trouble recalling. Anyway, what does it matter? What does it matter if that wretched woman ordered some wine? Do you remember the old man that was here the morning we departed? An old man? Yeah. You had mentioned to me that he seemed, quote-unquote, out of place. Ah, yes. Him. That was Mr. Fisher. Me and... Oh. Sorry. I'd be like, oh, he knows his name. That's suspicious. That was Mr. Fisher. Me and Emma met him yesterday. Oh, did you know? Well, say what? Why should I care? He told us something kind of strange today. He remembers seeing you talking to Veda that day, but he was adamant that you never gave her a drink. Oh. I'm very sorry. But I'm afraid your elderly friend is mistaken. I served the woman a single glass of wine. That is simply the truth. Well, if that's the truth, why was Mr. Fisher so certain that you didn't? And how should I know? Perhaps he's going senile.
You call Mr. Fisher senile?
Oh, I'm sorry. Was that rude? I didn't mean to sound crass. It's just... I heard the poor old fool had an episode in the observation car last night. No, I wouldn't try. He probably doesn't even remember what he had for breakfast this morning. Not that there's a breakfast car that would fucking seem, to be honest. The woman ordered a glass of wine, and I gave it to her. Simple. What's that?
Doesn't seem like he's about to change his story.
No, but I think he knows we're onto something. So close, we just...
I believe Mr. Fisher, but his word isn't going to be strong enough to crack the bartender. I wonder, maybe there's another way we could prove that Veda never got a drink.
Another way.
Like the cash register? Think about it. We know for sure that he's lying to us. We just need to find a way to prove it. We've learned so much these past few days. There must be something we can use against him. Let's keep him talking. He has to slip up eventually. He just has to.
I wonder. What else should I try asking him about? Yeah. The cash register tracks how many sales are made per day. When we checked it 2 days ago, it said 3. Is that useful information right now? I mean...
Yes.
Yes. Yeah, let's ask him about this. I also want to see if, like, the wine bottles are... Because, you know, if all of them are sealed...
Okay, I'm liking this, like, click on things in the environment and then add them to things to talk about, which feels like that's not something we've done a lot.
No, it's happened a handful of times where we've been investigating Monty's room. That's happened. But other than that, not really.
Which is a little surprising to me.
So, if the bartender is to be believed, Veda ordered a glass of one of the wines on display here. Is there anything we can ask him about the wine that might be useful? This cash register tracks how many sales were made per day, correct? Well, yes, that is correct. You told us that afternoon that you'd made 3 sales so far. That's right. The girl, the woman, and the detective. 3 sales. Is there a problem?
Raptor, I don't think this is helpful right now. We need to prove that Veda never had a drink. Right now, the register only helps prove that she did.
She's right, I don't think I'm on the right track here. I know this register will be useful eventually, but first we need to get him to admit that he never served Vader a drink. Yeah.
Sure.
You want to know more about the wine, we said? Sure. What would you like to know? She had a glass of white wine.
True, yes.
Yeah, there we go.
There you go, yeah. Good call.
It's funny that they did not actually bring that detail up recently, but I do remember she ordered white because I was like, oh, of course she drinks white wine. So that's why I remember. We stock many varying kinds of red wine here. Merlot, Pinot Noir, Cabernet Sauvignon. We have wine for any occasion. You wonder, was that important? Yes. Something about what he said now just sounded off. Let's press him on it. So, you serve various kinds of red wine here? Oh, that's right. Do you only serve red wine? No white wine or anything? That is correct. The only kinds of wine we have available are red wines. Yes,
That's it.
I again didn't click. She's just jumping in.
You don't serve any white wine here at all? Not even, for example, Chardonnay?
No, we don't serve. We don't serve
We don't
Chardonnay.
have Chardonnay.
We don't serve Chardonnay. So what? So what? I'll tell you so what. That's what Vader told us she ordered from you. She said what?
That's right. She specifically told us she ordered white wine. The finest Chardonnay you had.
Oh, that's just rich. Well, surely you're not going to try to tell us that Vader can't tell the difference between red and white wine.
Or that she'd lie about something so trivial.
No, you're right. This is certainly a contradiction. Oh, whatever will I do? You discovered my dark secret. Well, can you explain this one or not? Okay, you win. You know the truth. Sure.
This does feel like this could have been something where he could have just been like, oh, she must have misremembered, or, you know, something.
Why not? You're right. I did not sell that. I did speak with her, but for reasons I'm not at liberty to say, we agreed if anyone had asked, we'd say she wanted some. I didn't expect that she'd choose to embellish her story later on. Utterly foolish. There you have it, the truth. Are you satisfied? No. Not quite, no. Oh, that's right. Because if Vader didn't order a glass of wine, that leaves us with another contradiction. Or is. What is this supposed contradiction? The register. You told us that this register tracks how many drinks are sold in a day. That afternoon, you said it read 3. Oh, you did say that. Well, perhaps I was mistaken. It must have read 2. One for the girl, the detective.
Not so fast. You let me take a look, and I confirmed that it said 3.
Oh, that's right. Silly. The register confirms that 3 drinks were sold, and if Vader didn't order one of them, then that leaves 1 drink unaccounted for. Well, yes, I suppose it does. How curious. Let me guess. You have a theory as to about Let me guess, you have a theory about to whom this elusive third drink was sold? Well, that's right, I do. Well, please don't leave me in suspense. Who do you suggest had the third drink?
The old man.
Fisher. Who? Oh, yes, wait, of course. Your dream woman. I should have guessed. Well, it's true, isn't it? You know, all of this time, you've been accusing me of covering up the existence of this mysterious woman. Once have you suggested any reason why I would do such a thing? We went through all that effort to prove Vader didn't have a drink and then pick Vader. I mean,
A reason why?
Oh, but that's right. What on earth would I have to gain from lying to you? If it were true, all it would have given me so far was a few days of badgering from a couple of insolent tourists. But I suppose I must give you some credit. You've managed to discover quite a bit more than expected. So, let's hear it. If the person who ordered the third drink was your dream woman, why would I lie to you about it for the past 3 days?
You were paid to?
This really is all just a big game to him, isn't it? Right. Haven't been able to figure out why he's been lying. It's the final piece of the puzzle. Think. What else do we know that might help us pin down the motive? Just asking him about the motive.
Ha!
I mean,
I do expect that Veda, like, we know that Veda gave him money for not a drink.
Well, any theories? I need to think back to all the things we've been told in 2 days ago. Who gave us the last piece of information we need to prove the bartender's motive?
The old man, whose name I keep forgetting, Fisher. Because, I mean, we know that they are living a rich lifestyle with money that should not exist. I don't know if Alma's involved in the fucking mob or something, but like, yeah, knowing that he saw a fat load of money, or I guess we don't know that it's fat load of money, just that money changed hands.
Exchanged, yes. I guess that Vader's entry hasn't been updated. Just a piece of work. Oh yeah, so this this was logged in the court records and check. The Chardonnay.
I guess prove the motive is an interesting way to put it. I mean, but I guess it would be. I guess it would still be Fisher. If you are following my theory that he is covering this up because he's been paid to.
Right. There was one more thing that Mr. Fisher told us about you and Vader. Something very unusual. Oh yes, because he's admitted to the fact that they talked about a confidential matter. He hasn't admitted to the fact that money exchanged hands. You're right. Oh, and what was that? He said that even though she didn't return with a drink, she handed you money. Did he now? That seems rather odd, doesn't it? Why would Veda hand you money if she wasn't ordering anything to drink? I don't know. You tell me. All right, I will.
Yeah, number 3. It was a tip.
She likes you. She seems to be well, no. Monty is very charming. I can see why she would like Monty. I don't believe her though.
Yeah.
Veda knew that you saw something she didn't want you or anyone else on this train to see. She knew that Emma saw it too. So she paid you to pretend you didn't see it. You agreed. But you needed to make sure there was no evidence to implicate either of you in the scheme. The cash register clearly showed that 3 drinks had been sold. So in order to hide one of them, you both agreed to pretend that Veda ordered a glass of wine. It probably would have worked too, but if Veda hadn't gotten a little dramatic with her side of the story. Veda may have gotten lucky that no other witnesses saw what she was trying to hide, but in the end it didn't matter. The story fell apart, and so is yours. I'm waiting for the punchline. Tell me, what did I see that I shouldn't have? You saw Alma, the missing woman. Oh, fuck me. My. You do have quite an imagination, don't you? What a story. I'm impressed. Oh, I really am. Oh, my neighbors must think I am thoroughly insane. Chardonnay. That stupid woman. Well?
Women, am I right, chat?
What do you have to say for yourself? That's not the voice. I lost it. Fuck, I was doing so well. Okay. Well, what do you have to say for yourself? It's all true, isn't it? I have to thank you both. You've given me quite a bit of fun these past few days. Exchange. How about I give you this? This is the money that wretched woman paid me. I assume you're going to see her. When you do, be sure to give that back to her and tell her that I changed my mind. After all, the amount was quite low. I think I had to negotiate for more after her paltry first offer. In truth, I felt sorry for her, knowing how penniless she and her feeble husband truly are. But silence isn't cheap.
Are you saying?
Oh, would you look at the time? I'm afraid I must take a break now. I think you two had better hurry up. You're running out of time, you know. Have a wonderful rest of your trip. And good luck fighting your... Oh, he's such a creep. I love him. I will push this man down some stairs.
I think he would try, and then he would just like disappear in a puff of smoke and be standing behind you, underlit as he just pushes you down in his stead and laughs the entire way. Raptor, did we just?
Yeah, we did. We just proved that Alma is real.
I can't believe this. I don't know what to say. And to think I was about to give up. You really let him have it, Rafter. I've never seen that side of you before.
Yeah, maybe I got a little carried away.
It's pretty cool.
Want to make out? Actually, to vid game credit, some of these look like Rose. Some of these look like Rose, fam. But I didn't see any white wines in this background, so they did their job in kind of making sure they didn't accidentally, like, you know, the narrative not matching up with the art team.
Yeah, that's a good point. My heart is racing. I'm nervous, but there's no time to lose. If we don't confront Veda and Monty now, we may never know what really happened to Alma.
I don't want to scare you, but this could be dangerous, right? Whatever's happening here, it's just... We don't know what these two are capable of or willing to do. Are you sure you're ready for this?
Yes.
All right. I'm glad you are. Because I don't know that I am.
Let's go, Rafter. To Veda and Monty's cabin. One last time.
Monty is standing behind the door. Abracadabra, a gun. Also, we know that he is capable of speaking if he wants to, then. It's interesting that he's kept up the act, considering he kind of functionally doesn't need to, right?
Yeah. I will not stand for any more of this badgering, you loathsome pig. My husband and I are respectable, upstanding citizens. We contribute to society. Not that you'd understand anything about that. ACAB. You sad, weak little man. Why don't you run along now? Perhaps you can find another poor, struggling immigrant to harass. I mean, she's spitting. Lord knows you dirty pigs have nothing better to do. I can't even stand to look at your disgusting face for 1 minute longer. Do you understand? Get out, you obnoxious oaf. Mind your own business.
And clipped.
Like, I hate that this is a so true scenario from who is shaping up to be the villain.
Hey, a stopped clock right twice a day, right?
Yes.
Oh man, who could this be about? Yeah. Just get his ass beat. Detective?
Oh. Hello again. What brings you two here?
We were just, passing through. What about you? What was going on in there?
Oh, you know, I was just investigating. Listen, as much as I'd love to stay and chat, I need to get a beer. Well, quite frankly, I'm running out of time. We'll talk later, okay?
He's gonna struggle getting a beer with the bartender now. Yikes. I guess even seasoned police detectives are no match for a migraine-stricken Vader. Hopefully we'll have better luck.
What a bother. Now, darling, I'm not sure why you won't just leave this to me, but if you truly must know, it's ace, queen, king, jack, in that order, okay?
Uh-huh.
Don't forget.
Oh, that's just in descending order. Fine. That's not a very good code, but okay. Huh?
I'm not sure what they're talking about, but let's not get distracted. I'm sure it's not important at all.
Ace of Hearts.
Ace.
Queen of... So even all different suits to make it easier. The password is
wonder-
12345. Truly.
No. It's 54321. Don't worry, Rafter. We can do this.
She's pretty nervous too. But we have to step up here. For Alma. Deep breaths. Yeah, there are 21 sleeper carriages on this train. And we've only been in three of them. Alright, let's go.
Oh, what is it now? Oh, it's you two again. Wonderful. As if this day couldn't get any better. I must say, I'm simply in no mood for further confrontations. Can you make this quick? What do you want now?
We're, sorry to bother you again. You just had a few questions we forgot to ask you before. If you don't mind, we can be out of your hair in just a few minutes.
Fine. But if it's about your silly imaginary woman again, you can forget it.
And we have the tense conversation.
Show me the money.
Yeah.
Though it might be fun to go talk first, because I'm sure showing the money will change the tenor.
The morning the train departed, got a glass of wine in the lounge car, right?
Haven't we been over this already? Yes, I had a glass of wine that morning.
A glass of Chardonnay, right?
Yes, that's right. The finest they had, made with grapes straight from the fields of Burgundy.
It feels like Burgundy wouldn't make white wine, but okay.
Right?
Oh, it's from Burgundy now? She really can't help herself, huh? That's interesting.
What's that supposed to mean? We just got back from the bar. According to the bartender, they don't serve any white wine here, only red wine. What do you mean, he said they only serve red wine? That's... That's completely asinine. Do you really expect me to believe a story like that? Yeah, Monty's face.
Just
Jeez.
popping out. It's true. We asked if he had Chardonnay and he said no.
I don't care what that creep told you. Maybe he ran out. That's what I ordered. Don't know what to tell you.
Looking at my hand with no wedding ring on. Guess she's not going to change her story that easily. Can ask about Alma, although she's going to be pissed. Does the name... Oh, sorry.
Does the name Alma mean anything to you? No, I can't say it does. Monty, does that name ring a bell to you? No, I didn't think so.
All right. Show me the money. Oh, okay. He's still gonna press.
Oh! I see where this is going. That's the name of your missing woman, isn't it? Didn't I tell you not to waste our time with that nonsense? You commoners really do have no tact at all, do you?
The real piece of work, huh? Beltray may have met his match, but having Emma here with me, I know we can do this. I still feel bad knowing what happened to him, but that won't stop us from getting to the truth. Sorry, Monty.
Please, enough of this. You're embarrassing yourselves. That's you.
Oh, sorry. As expected, she's as tough as ever.
Rafter, maybe we should approach this differently. She's not going to tell us about Alma that easily. But if we start somewhere else, maybe we can bluff our way into her admitting what's really going on.
What do you mean?
Well, Veda and Monty think we don't know who they are. but we do. And if we show them we know that, they might start worrying that we know more than we do. We'll gain the upper hand.
That's a great idea.
Keep pushing, Rafter. Make him sweat. I see this is going to be just as tedious as it was the other day, isn't it? If you don't have anything of substance to ask of us.
We weren't finished yet.
Don't interrupt me, child. What else could you possibly have to ask us?
That was a really fun card trick you showed us the other day, Monty.
You did what? Monty. What is this about the storage car?
We found some weird items in there. The porter told us they belonged to a short man in a funny hat. Was that you, Monty?
Excuse me? I don't see how that's any of your business. Besides, what does it look like to you? Could a poor person afford this jewelry? Or a luxury suite like this? Yes, Monty and I are obviously quite well off.
I can tell that's costume jewelry you're wearing.
Yeah.
Is that really true?
What is that supposed to mean?
I mean, you've worn the same dress 3 days in a row, regardless the time of day. That's an evening dress. Surely you have more than
It's
one.
my favorite. Periwinkle looks very good on me.
What do you do for a living that you can afford such luxurious things, Monty?
Don't answer that.
Not that it could anyway, but I'm sorry, I'm just curious is all.
I'm sensing a smug satisfaction coming from you. It is most unbecoming. Enough of this. Tell me, right now, what do you know? Out with it! I've had enough of these games. Just explain yourselves, now! Now!
We heard there was an accident.
Ooh!
You're a magician, right, Monty? Around a year ago, there was an accident during a performance. It ruined your career. I don't know whether making me go back to the well for this. This can just be one conversation.
Yeah.
but The accident could have been fatal. You gained a reputation for being irresponsible with safety.
Be quiet.
You lost your regular bookings, and no other venues wanted anything to do with it.
I said quiet! I won't listen to you disparage my husband, you ignorant twerps! Monty is a genius, and he's a consummate professional. That accident was not his fault, and the cowards that shunned him should be ashamed of themselves. How do you know all this anyway?
We asked around. And that's not all we know.
Huh.
We have a witness who saw you in the lounge car the morning the train departed.
A witness? Don't make me laugh. We are very thorough.
Oh, come on, you just admitted to the fact that you fucked up.
Oh? Duh. I mean... Oh, I don't have to explain myself to the likes of you. This is all nonsense. Our witness says he saw you hand money to the bartender but leave without a drink. That's preposterous. I already told you, I bought a glass of wine. Ask the bartender. He'll tell you. Do we show the money now? What is this?
This is the one you gave to the bartender to keep his mouth shut. He wanted me to give you a message. I believe it was. I changed my mind.
No good, lying, lower-class, big-eyed rat.
He told us everything, Vader.
He confirmed that you paid him to lie about seeing Alma. We know that you're hiding her. You can't lie to us anymore. It's over, Veda. You must think you've got us all figured out, don't you? Such arrogance. I don't care what that bartender told you. You don't know a thing about me or Monty. Do you want to know who was responsible for the accident that destroyed Monty's career? Because it wasn't Monty. It was me. I was his stage manager. It was my responsibility to ensure all safety protocols were followed for my husband's shows. On that day, our performance was running late, so I skipped one of our procedures to get him on stage faster. I assumed it would be fine. It was fine every time before. I was careless. God, I could have killed him.
New face.
Even though nobody was hurt, that kind of negligence should have been enough to have me arrested. But my husband took all responsibility for the incident. He claimed he was the one who demanded we go on stage without following protocol. He refused to let me take the fall. His life was ruined because of me. I've not rested for a single day since it happened. I've spent every waking moment trying to restore my husband's reputation. To no avail. So, when an opportunity finally presented itself, I wasn't going to let it slip by.
An opportunity?
There is nothing you can say that will make me jeopardize the arrangement I've made. And besides, what do you really know about it, anyway? What makes you so sure your mystery woman even wants to be found?
That's a thing to admit.
You haven't thought about that at all, have you? My lord, how self-centered can you be? Listen to me very carefully. You two are meddling in something that is far bigger than you know. Why, even Monty and all don't know all the details. Forget about it. Everyone will be much better off, yourselves included. Got it? Can you just tell me one thing? Is she safe? I told you. Forget about it. I'm not going to stop until you tell me she's okay. If you don't, I'll cut it out, dear. You'll do what now? I'll tell the detective everything. He'll listen to us. He'll... That dopey cop? That's all you can think to do? Oh, by all means, tell him. It won't matter because you don't have any evidence to support this ridiculous nonsense. Evidence? That's right, dear. You've told quite a fantastic story. But as far as that detective is concerned, that's all it is. A story built on shaky testimony. The fact remains that you do not have any proof whatsoever that a woman named Alma was ever on this train. And you never will, because there is nothing to find.
Oh, you are giving the game away, girlie.
So what? Even without any evidence, I know Detective Daltrey will believe us. Come on, Rafter, let's go find him, quick. I think this may be Monty. Or do we think this is Daltrey?
I assume it was, considering their door is not so
Yeah, no, you're
audio
right.
proofed.
That won't be necessary. I have some evidence right here. What's that? Oh, okay, yeah.
Oh.
Oh,
I have in my hands a wedding ring. Be correct in assuming you found it here in this cabin.
Professor Martin? You. What are you doing?
So you just stealthing. The two of you were careless enough to lose her once.
I mean, Martin is very stealth. He passes excellently.
And on top of that, he does have that transmask energy, I must say. On top of that, you failed to notice that she dropped her wedding ring. My students here found the ring and have been searching for its owner ever since. They have proven to be quite resourceful, even without it in their possession. You stole that from her? Dang.
Right?
Okay. Surely by now you realize there's nothing you can hide from them. Emma, Rafter, I would like you to meet me in my cabin at once. We have much to discuss. I'll be waiting for you there. Oh, fuck. Vader,
Monty?
you don't need to lie.
Oh, Monty.
We should go. Have a seat, you two. I feel we're going to be getting a new expression sprite from Mans imminently.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Professor, what's going on?
Before I say anything, I just want you to know how proud I am too.
Sound of revolver chamber spinning.
For you to have come this far out of a desire to help a stranger speaks volumes about your character. I'm truly lucky. He says without smiling, where he usually is smiling. However, whether or not I am still worthy to be your teacher will be for you to decide. Deceived you both. I know this is unforgivable, but I hope you'll allow me to explain myself. I know you must have many questions, and I intend to answer them all. All I ask is that you trust me.
I trust you, Professor. Please, just tell us what's going on.
I told you that Senator Gordon invited me to Vendraker, which was the genesis of this. This is true, as was my desire to turn it into a valuable study experience for some of my brightest students. Unfortunately, I was lumped with you, points to Rafter. But Gordon wasn't simply inviting me here on holiday. He had a quest. It was about the women you met. Alma. By now, I'm sure you've realized that the truth of Vendraker's relationship to Gambrika is more complex than I initially suggested. It is certainly true that Vendraker has welcomed many Gambrican refugees into the country. They do not live well. I mean, that could be assumed, considering in such heavy poverty Gambrika was in. It really doesn't feel like, economically, Vendraker would be like, yeah, just...
We love refugees.
We're just able to accommodate that easily in the late 80s. It pains me to admit it, but the country has done little to integrate its growing Gambrika population in a way that permits them to thrive. There are those in government that see the influx of Gambrican immigrants as a problem that needs to be solved by forcibly removing them from the country. Regrettably, those forces have tremendous support. Well, as such, it is trivially easy for Gambrican refugees to be deported, no matter how small the infraction or how dubious the claim.
Good musical timing with that read.
The courts will almost always rule in favor of deportation for any Gambrican immigrant that is accused of even the most trivial of crimes. They come to this country to escape the tyranny of their home, only to end up where they started. It is a dreadful situation.
That is awful. Hey, chat, can I get an abolish ICE in chat? Unrelated.
Unrelated. I mean, this game came out literally within 6 months of
Yeah.
current. I'm not surprised that the writing is
This writing may in fact be relevant to modern time. Yeah, hell yeah. Thank you, chat.
Thank you, chat. I appreciate it. Yes. The woman named Alma is a Gambrican immigrant. Her husband committed a violent crime and was killed in the process. The police immediately went searching for her, but knowing what was likely to happen if she were ever found, she went into hiding. This is when Senator Gordon got involved, and when he asked for my help. Alma is not guilty of anything. However, should the police find her, she would certainly be supported. She'll be forced
Deported.
Yes, sorry,
That's okay.
fat-tongued that. I did mean to say deported. She teleported to...
Supported is a very funny, anyway.
That she'll be forced to fend for herself. Senator Gordon, hearing of her plight, quickly devised a plan to get her out of the country and to set her up with a new life in London. He needed my assistance to ensure the plan was a success, and I was more than happy to oblige. So, what do Vader and Monty have to do with this? You may have heard it from the porter that stowaways are common on these trains. In truth, many of them are Gambrican immigrants looking to escape the same fate as Ulma. That was also right. As such, security has gotten remarkably tight on any outgoing travel. All luggage is very thoroughly inspected, especially oversized items that are placed in storage cars. Okay. It is extremely difficult to smuggle someone out of it. And yet, sometimes fortuitous opportunities do present themselves. I do not know how Gordon came to know that magician, but it turned out that the two of them could help each other. Oh my god, is she in the magical box?
That, frankly, I hope it's not that
Extreme. That would be miserable to be in that for 3 days.
Yeah, it's also just the idea that, like, oh, we had, like, it feels like it would have been trivial logically to
Just
poke our
open
heads
it,
in the
yes,
magic box,
yes.
poke our heads in the suit of armor, and to have it be like, oh, whoopsie doodle.
I do not know how Gordon came to know that magician, but it turned out the two of them could help each other. As you certainly know by now, the magician's reputation in this country was ruined by a performance incident, although I think at this point we're probably France. He was looking for a fresh start in a new country, but lacked the funds to facilitate such a move. Senator Gordon was more than happy to pay for all. On the condition that he hid Ulma in one of his pieces of stage equipment. Such that she could be transported to London without being discovered. It is really quite a novel idea. Magician stage equipment is designed to look innocuous. No. None of those things look innocuous, Martin.
I mean, I suppose the idea is like the shape seems obvious, and then you find out, oh, it has, you know, it is more complex than it leads on.
But it hides numerous secret compartments and exits. It was not difficult to get all the items past security without such compartments being opened and without Alma being discovered.
But if Alma is hiding in one of the pieces of stage equipment, how did I meet her? Why was she in the observation car 2 days ago?
It would be, I think, cruel to leave somebody inside one of those without a way to self-escape. Like, what if the fire started? So, yeah, she definitely can release herself. But the truth is, this entire process has been undeniable. First, her husband is killed, and now she's being smuggled away from her home by strange people with whom she is. I suspect she feels like the loneliest woman and perhaps, for a moment, loneliness was too much to bear. I don't know for certain what her intentions were in coming out of hiding. All I know is that shortly after she met with you, Vader and Monty found her, and that she agreed to return to the storage car to complete the journey as originally intended. And that... this is unbelievable.
Sir Martin, how did you end up with her wedding ring?
I am not proud to say this, but I took it from your room while you slept. You really should lock your door. It was my intention that the two of you not get involved in any of this business. And I made the determination that ensuring this was worth a breach of your confidence. I see now that it was a mistake, and I regret all that I've done to hide the truth from you. I hope you can forgive me. And now, I must make a request of you. Please, do not investigate anything. And do not tell that detective what I have told you just now. That detective, I do not believe he is as trustworthy as he seems. Not that we didn't discover that between the two of us in our first 30 seconds of meeting a gentleman. Did I not say the words Damon Gant the moment that he laughed in our camera? I believe he has an ulterior motive for being here, and I suspect it has something to do with all. Much like the courts, the Vendraken police have little sympathy for Genbrican immigrants. If we were to find all, we would not hesitate to bring her back to Vendraka and have her properly arrested. He's already suggested he will do the same to another immigrant on board, yes? That man, Fisher. Yeah. I also have my suspicions about the case he's investigating. The man who was killed in the hotel, Otto Keller. Also Genbrican, huh?
You don't think...
Detective Daltrey. Please, Emma, Rafter. The only way that Alma will successfully complete her journey is if we pretend that everything is normal. The detective cannot find her. We cannot allow that to happen. I can't believe that Professor Martin is involved in all of this. Never have imagined he'd be doing this kind of thing. I feel like I hardly even recognize him.
Okay, Professor. I'm sorry, I think I need to go back to my room for a little while.
I understand.
Excuse me.
Rafter. Yes, Professor? I feel they would need to apologize to you personally as well. Why is that? I feel that, as your teacher, I have not given you the attention you deserve. I accepted you for this directed study program on Emma's recommendation. Without it, I likely would have not allowed you to have come on this trip. It isn't that I was unimpressed with your... You haven't been my student for long, and it was my opinion that you weren't ready for this assignment.
You seem correct.
Emma thought differently, and she convinced me. But perhaps there was part of me that still felt you weren't ready. You shouldn't have joined them. Neglected you. But knowing what you have assisted Emma with uncovering these past few days, I am convinced that you are a man of tremendous character and intelligence. He was right. I was wrong. I mean, not that any of this has anything to do with your writing ability. Cool.
You're a good guy, really.
Mm-hmm. I hope you don't take this the wrong way, but I suspect that everything I have told you and Emma will have come as much more of a shock to her than you. I've taught Emma for many years. She's a brilliant student, and she most certainly thinks of me as her closest mentor. I have betrayed her trust in a way I can never undo. No matter how good my intentions, I fear I'll never truly gain it. And perhaps I don't deserve it. Please, look after her. Yeah. I will, Professor. Okay. We know who Alma is. Similarly. See. Alright. Alright, the denouement, huh?
Seems like it.
As we move. Although, I'm wondering at what point we hit a tunnel if we're to, you know, actually.
True.
I think that's everything packed. I didn't think I had that much. Maybe I should have folded some of the clothes. It's fine. We should arrive in London in just a few hours. Trip went way faster than I expected. This has been a pretty weird experience. I haven't seen Emma since she left Martin's cabin earlier. She's doing alright. Maybe I should go check on her. Oh, for the first time.
Oh, hi, Rafter.
Hey, Emma. How are you doing?
I'm doing fine. I'm just about finished packing my things. Are you here just to check up on me?
Guess so.
Aw, it's very sweet of you, Rafter. Thank you.
Don't mention it. I just wanted to make sure you were alright after,
I appreciate that. It's definitely been a lot, but I'm fine. Really, it feels like this trip went really quickly, doesn't it? Guess that's because neither of us had really had a break since we departed.
Tell me about it. I was planning on using this time to plan my term paper. I haven't even had a single second to think about it.
Oh, Rafter, I'm sure you would have found a way to procrastinate on that even without my help.
Yeah, probably.
How about this? I think Alma's in good hands, right? We shouldn't need to worry about that anymore, so why don't we spend these next few hours relaxing? We can go to the lounge car and get a drink or something.
Talk about golf?
Maybe we could brainstorm ideas for our term papers together, or talk about literally anything else. What do you say?
That sounds really nice, actually. Sure, Emma.
Great. Let's enjoy ourselves.
Talk everything.
I don't know, Rafter. I'm sure at some point the two of us should talk about what happened the past few days, but right now, I kind of just want to relax, you know?
Yeah, you're right. Now's not the time.
Let's head to the lounge car when you're ready.
Oh, new CJ.
Do you really think that, Rafter?
I'm serious. Grocery store donuts are better in the winter, and I have a theory about why. In the summer, they get all mushy in storage because it's warmer outside. But in the winter, they stay crisp. They taste so much better.
I mean, sure, I believe you. It's just such a ridiculous thing to notice.
Is it? I mean, I guess so.
Hey, now, what are we laughing about here?
Oh, cool, cool, cool.
Is this something I said? Do I have food on my face? Oh,
Hey, detective.
oof. Totally killed the mood, didn't I? Damn, I have a habit of that. Oh, no, it's okay. How are you? Oh my? Well, I'm still breathing, and my hair isn't falling out yet, so all in all, can't complain too much. My investigation appears to have hit a bit of a bust, though. Not looking forward to facing my bosses back home and telling them I got almost nothing. How about you two? Did you end up finding your missing woman? No, we didn't. Turns out I was mistaken. Oh? Is that so? Well, darn. I was hoping at least one of us wouldn't come up short on this trip. What a bummer, right?
Seems like something's on his mind. So we have to press him on it, I guess.
You look like you have a question for me. What's up?
Oh, no, I didn't have anything.
Oh? Alright then.
I need to be careful. I can't say anything that might tip him off about Alma, but if we don't say anything, we might look pretty suspicious. Come on, Emma, help me out here. I'm not sure what to say.
So, I know your investigation didn't end so well, but did you enjoy the trip otherwise, detective? Oh, I guess so. It's been a nice ride, but I'll admit, it's pretty hard to enjoy it when you're focused on work. I think I know what you mean. We aren't just here on vacation either. We have a pretty big assignment to worry about, right, Rafter?
Yeah, that's right. I guess worrying about classes is so different from worrying about work.
Yeah, it's something like that.
Good small talk, Emma.
Honestly, it was fun playing detective for a bit, but the missing woman thing was really just an excuse to procrastinate on our papers. From now on, we're gonna leave it to the professionals. Yeah.
Yeah, you're not a professional, Daltrey. Daltrey is acting a little weird. He seemed to react to Emma bringing up with the missing woman. Is it possible he really knows about Alma? That wouldn't be good. Be in danger of being discovered. Alright, it's risky, but maybe I should just go for it and press him for it. If he does know something, we might need to warn Martin. Hey, detective, is something on your mind?
It's just...
Mm-hmm.
Just feel like I need to apologize, is all. I haven't been entirely truthful with you two. How so? Truth is, well, it's true I boarded this train to continue my investigation into the murders of Otto Keller and Edison Maxwell. But, well, to be more specific, I did it because I was looking for someone. Someone that I was sure would be here. When you told me about your missing woman the other day, I didn't think much of it at first. But then, well, as unlikely as it be, in the back of my mind, I kept wondering if maybe we were actually looking for the same person. Turned out to be nothing, of course. But in hindsight, even the slightest hunch it might have something to do with my case should have kept me from letting you guys get involved. Instead, I let it go. I let you go on investigating. And because I did, you wound up with a gun pointed at you. God, when I think about what might happen if it were loaded. There was someone other than Fisher holding it. This trip was certainly a failure for me, but it's not because I didn't find what I was looking for. It's because I allowed you guys to get into serious danger. And for that, I am sincerely sorry.
Oh, not sure what to say.
Detective, if you don't mind me asking, who are you looking for exactly? Oh, well, all right. Guess there's no harm in telling you that now. As long as you promise not to do anything with this information, of course. We promise. Okay. The person I'm looking for is Otto Keller's wife, Alma Keller.
Okay.
AK, baby.
Alma Keller?
Yeah. As soon as we ID'd Otto, we found out he was married, so we had officers go to his house to talk to his wife. But she wasn't there. After I found a train schedule among Otto's belongings, it occurred to me that she might be fleeing the country for some reason. So I made the impulse decision to get on board and chase that hunch. Boys back home still haven't found her, but, well, neither have I. So it looks like I was wrong. God, what a waste of time, right?
It's pretty fucking lucky that we've not
Said Alma around him?
Yeah.
Yeah? Now I'm gonna go home completely empty-handed. I'll look like such a dope, won't I? I mean, more than usual.
What about Fisher?
Fisher?
I mean, you said you were going home empty-handed, but isn't he coming with you?
No, Fisher isn't coming with me. When we arrive in London, he's going to stay. You're letting him stay? Listen. Everything about this is against my better judgment. In fact, it might just be the most irresponsible thing I've ever done. Which is, saying something. Fisher is guilty of some serious crimes. His spying on a Vendraken senator could be considered treasonous. If he went back to Vendraga, he'd face a fate far worse than a slap on the wrist. I talked with him at length. He told me everything, and I know this may sound a bit sentimental, but I believe him.
Is everything. Did he mention that we were also looking for an Alma? Because if we are, we're fucked.
He's just a decent man who got way in over his head out of desperation. I can't in good faith condemn that man to such a horrible fate. How could I sleep at night, you know? As far as you know, there was no Fisher. And everything I just told you, forget about it, okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. You know, you're a really good guy, Detective. You think so? Well, sure, I may be a good guy, but I'm a pretty lousy cop. Anyway, I'm sorry to have interrupted you two. It's like my ex-wife used to tell me all the time. Nobody likes a third wheel. I'm gonna go back to my cabin and get some rest. It's been a long few days, hasn't it? If I don't see you, well, it's been a pleasure. I wish you both the best. Good luck with your lives. Rafter? Do you think that Professor Martin was telling us the truth?
I don't know. I think so. Why wouldn't he?
When I left his room yesterday, I took this.
A ring.
To my beloved AK, Alma Keller. There's just no way this is a coincidence. Alma is Otto Keller's wife, which is something that Martin didn't tell us. I don't think that he noticed that I took back the ring. I just wanted to have it, you know, just in case.
Just in case what, exactly?
Martin doesn't seem to trust Detective Daltrey. Do you, Rafter?
No. I mean, I have a hard time believing he's up to no good, but it's not like we really know him that well, do we?
That's true, but after today, I'm not so sure I know Martin that well either. he almost seemed like a completely different person when we talked to him before, didn't he?
Yeah, a little bit.
I'm not saying I don't trust him. I don't know what to believe.
So then, what should we do?
I think there's only one way for us to know for sure what's really going on, Rafter. I know that Martin wouldn't want us to, but I think we should talk to Alma.
Are you sure about this, Emma? I mean, we know she's in the storage car, but we don't even know where to look, really. And what would happen if someone found her? What would happen if Daltrey found her? For all we know, she could be a suspect in her husband's murder.
I know, Rafter, but we'll never know if we don't talk to her.
This is pretty reckless, Emma. I think deep down I know you're right. Let's see if we'll talk to her for a few minutes, clear up all of our questions, and then get out of here before anyone sees us. We'll be fine. We've gone away with more dangerous things than this already, haven't we?
Yeah, just like you said, we'll be in and out in no time. Let's go, Rafter.
Now, we're hitting up on our time, more or less.
Mhm.
I guess I don't think there is another 3 hours in runtime, but it feels like there's going to be, you know, like all mystery games where you're like, and we're on our way to do the confrontation, and then this person comes in, this person comes in, these stories are revealed. We still don't know what happened to actually kill Otto Keller. We got that in the opening, but we don't know who shot him or nothing. And I have a feeling that's going to be a decent amount of time to explain.
Yeah, that's very fair.
So
It does feel like there could easily be 90 minutes left.
Mm-hmm.
So sorry, what was the last thing you said?
So I would put a pin in it now and then conclude it next time. But still, that's
that's good with me.
A tight run, I think.
Yeah, I would agree.
Mm-hmm. Now that we're we'll keep it a little quick since we're approaching. How do you feel about the game now that we've actually started having those questions answered? Because at the start of this session, I was kind of like, we've had loads of mysteries established for us in sessions 1 and 2, but none of them were really like answered in a way that gets us closer to our ending. Had a lot of reveals across this session. So how are you feeling about it?
Yeah, I think I'm feeling pretty good. It feels like with the exception of like, oh, he's a magician, wow, that the bits I was noticing in terms of my concern about about Emma's character have kind of faded. It feels like she is frankly saying less stupid things and not being as lovey-dovey. So that concern from last time has faded this time, and yeah, exactly, Sam. And I think I'm enjoying where the mystery has ended up, you know, having it be a sort of refugees escaping, you know, escaping their like home country and trying to avoid deportation is interesting. And I am willing to forgive the fact that I think hiding in one of the magician boxes, which we theoretically had investigated relatively well, is a little silly, but it's not, you know, like complete crazy go nuts.
Yeah. It is. I guess the way that they were acting around all of those tools is predicated on the I don't know that this is a magician's prop, because if I did know it was a magician's prop, I would check for a full spotter. But
yeah, which is tough when it was all but just lacking a neon sign saying, you know, magic here.
Just sometimes American university undergrads just don't know what a magician is.
It was the late 80s or early 90s. Magic had barely been invented yet.
Yeah, no, magic didn't exist at the time. What I will actually say, though, is that it does a really good job of recoloring the tone and behavior of the bartender and of Vader
Yes.
in an interesting
Agreed.
way, because it's all mounting towards the fact that it's like, oh yeah, we just killed this woman and just stuffed her in a box somewhere, and they were actively trying to do their best to hide her, but obviously don't have any of their own money on hand because the room was paid for by Gordon, not. So it kind of like, it tied that mystery up in a way that was kind of like, oh, who are the heroes and who are the villains here has actually changed quite a lot. The bartender is actually aggressively neutral. Just a massive drama queen, as it turns out.
What an icon. No, I think it's absolutely true that a lot of the reveals, I think, have shaded more complexity onto the characters in nice ways. Having Veda like have some moments of vulnerability was like, oh yeah, this is good. Also, Monty Pog.
Yes. Oh. But no, I'm interested to kind of see all this coalesce together. All bartenders should be drama queens. This is true. This is very true.
True.
I'm interested to see how this will coalesce next time.
Agreed.
Are you available next time?
Indeed, I will be here on the 12th.
Wonderful. It's it feels strange, but also like, no, of course it's the winter break where everybody has like a bunch of shit going on, so of course none of our streams will be like consecutive. But nah, we were playing fucking Battle Network 3 and Scarlet and Violet like every week. It was the
damn
jam
true.
moment. So glad to be back at it. Setting up our raid for today. Yeah, because they're not gonna. No, which is fun. It's fun. I have not interacted with Games Done Quick a lot as of late for a variety of things. There's only so many times I can watch somebody play the Legend of Zelda before see it, even if it is for charity. But they are currently doing their Black History Month event, Back to Black 2026. So it seems that Sonic Adventure 2 is currently going, although probably by the time we get there, they will have sped run the entire game. We won't be able to tell. But I'm gonna go and, in fact, that has entered and they're queuing up for the next thing. So maybe this is the perfect time to pass everybody over to go and celebrate American Black History Month.
Get in at the start.
All right, that is underway. I have been your androgynous android late night DJ caster.
I have been your amazing agender avian co-host, Ravi the Owl.
This has been the Twitch channel. Have a fabulous weekend, and we will see you next Thursday for the conclusion of Detective Instinct. Farewell, my beloved. Peace
See
out,
you
everyone.
then.